Tomorrow is the first day of summer, I think. I should have checked that beforehand. I always thought it was June 21st, but tomorrow is the first day of summer. And 10 months ago, you could not tell me that I would not, I was not going to be within 20 pounds of my goal weight of 142 pounds. 10 months ago, you could not tell me that by June of 2025, I wasn't going to be 160 pounds, right? Within 20 pounds within my goal weight, 80 pounds down. But here we are, 10 months after I started compound Tirzepatide, TERS, and I've only lost 40 pounds in the past 10 months. Now, I have heard people share their weight loss of 30 pounds in 3 months, or 40 pounds in 5 or 6 months, and 100 pounds in 8 to 10 months. But my weight loss has been slow. It has been grueling. It has been frustrating. And obviously, if you saw the thumbnail, yes, I have made wonderful, wonderful progress, but I still got a long way to go. My ultimate goal is 100 pounds, and that actually might be changing, but we'll get into that later. My goal is 100 pounds, which will put me at 142 pounds. And so far, I've lost only 40 pounds. Actually, I've lost a little bit more, but the reveal hasn't happened yet. We're just going to talk about the first 40 because the additional weight loss is very recent, in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. So we ain't going to cover that yet. But what I want to get into is what was I doing wrong during the entire time that I was on compound, and was it just a waste of time? Should I have started out with brand to begin with? Should people start out with brand to begin with, or does it really not make that much of a difference because it's your own behavior and lifestyle that matters the most? So a little bit of chit chat and housekeeping before we get started. Of course, if you are on the playback, go ahead and check the description for the timestamp so you can skip past the housekeeping part and my whining and complaining. It is officially 6 p.m. on the East Coast, which means some of us should be starting our fast right now. I don't want to hear no excuses, okay? It's 5 o'clock where I am in Chicago, Evanston. I went out today. I had a wonderful breakfast. Oh my gosh. I went to this restaurant that had the biggest portions for, I guess it was brunch. No, it was breakfast. It was breakfast. It wasn't brunch yet. I had some gluten-free pancakes. I had some bacon and eggs as usual. I even had some potatoes as well. But it was so annoying because I couldn't finish my food. Oh, it is also day 9 since my last injection on Zepbound. I'm hungry and I like it. I am enjoying being able to have an appetite and eat toward the end of the week. I really, really, really like it. Like I said, I went to a restaurant that had really good food today. The portions were humongous. It was expensive, but the portions were humongous. And I didn't get to finish my food. And I had a little bit of an attitude about that. Of course, I'm still taking care of Sage up until Sunday. So Sunday, I will be free to finally see the city. Like I went into the city. I'm about an hour outside of the city. I went into the city for a lash appointment and didn't get to do nothing while I was there because it took me an hour to get there. My lash appointment was 2 hours. Plus I ate for an hour. And then I had to spend an hour getting back, hour and a half getting back to walk the dog. So I gave up. I was like, it's almost time for my fast to start. I'm tired. I don't want to go to the Riverwalk or to the Mag Mile or wherever else in the city. And I can't have no ice cream. I can't have no popsicle. I can't have no nothing. I can't have nothing. So we're just going to have to play makeup tomorrow night when I finish my fast at 5 p.m. Central Time. We're just going to have to play makeup. I will go downtown and I will live a little. I will live a little. Okay. So if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the video. We need to get into what the fluff I have been doing. You know, I'm fasting, but I need to take a fast from cussing too. So let's see if I can get through this whole stream without saying a cuss word. Okay. Y'all, I'm tight. Okay, I'm not tight. I'm not upset, but I'm very, very frustrated because I was planning to not wear clothes this summer. Okay. So I should have been very, 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 very close to my goal weight, and I am nowhere near it. Not only am I nowhere near it, I am not even halfway there. Okay. It has been almost a year, and I am only 40 pounds down. That is roughly 0.7 pounds per week. It's a little under a pound per week, maybe a little bit over. I don't know. But it's, let's just say, roughly a pound per week. Let's just say there's 4 weeks in a month, 10 months, what, 40 weeks, roughly, give or take a couple of weeks. So that's about a pound a week. But I promise you, it's probably been a little bit less than a pound per week. The gag is, if you want to get technical, the 40 pounds was lost technically in the first 4 months. But even that was like a pound here, no weight loss, then 3 pounds down, and then half a pound, and then no weight, and then 4 pounds lost. It was very, very inconsistent. And then nothing for 5 months straight. Nothing from January. I think my last official weigh-in video was December, January, and we're now in June, and I haven't done a weigh-in video since. Now, if you've watched the live streams, then you've heard me say what my weight is. By the way, Jen, do not put it in the chat if you haven't seen it already. I posted what my most recent weigh-in is for members only. So if you see it, don't put it in the chat because y'all be like, congratulations. Don't blow it up. Okay, we're just talking about the 40 pounds right now. So we need to get into it. Let me get my notes. We need to get into what went wrong. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I've been doing wrong and whether or not I feel like I wasted my time by even starting with compound or even getting on compound. I think some people feel like I've been hard on compound tirzepatide lately, and I'm just extra. I'm being dramatic. I really do feel like Zepbound is better, but I'm not a compound hater. Okay, I've never done gray. I've never done medical grade or research grade. I've never done any of the other ones. I've never done semaglutides. I'm sorry. Respect to Jacqueline Hill. Semaglutides. Amen. So I've only done compound tirzepatide, but I've done it from at least 5 different compounding pharmacies. And we need to talk about it. So, hey, Jen, how are you? Hey, Sway. I wish I could say I love Chicago, but I ain't been there. I'm an hour outside. I mean, I guess I went today, but I didn't get to do nothing. I am an hour outside of Chicago, about 45 minutes in Evanston. So I haven't gotten a chance to experience the city yet. Yes, absolutely. I would agree. Hunger is healthy. That's actually a very good point. That's a wonderful way to put that. So before we get into me complaining about the fact that I've only lost 40 pounds, one, do y'all think that that's a legitimate gripe? Okay, I should probably be grateful that I lost any weight at all, right? But not to compare myself to other people, just to take into consideration, one, with healthy weight loss is about 1 to 2 pounds per week. So even if I had lost 2 pounds per week, again, I should at least be 80 pounds down by now. But I've only gotten half of that. Okay. And I just want to know, am I being dramatic? I want to share something with you before we get into it. It's a picture, right? So obviously you've seen the thumbnail picture, which I'm not the best at before and after photos. I typically don't wear the same thing because I'm not conscious of putting on the exact same clothes for a before and after, but I do have one that I want to show, but it's not a before and after from the start of my weight loss journey. It's a before and after with this dress from back in March. So the first time I wore this dress was for my birthday trip to Mexico in March. And I wore it again today for the first time, and y'all have to see this picture. Oh my God. Y'all got to see this picture. Okay. Are you ready? Can y'all see that? How does it look? What do y'all think? Is it close enough? Let me know if it needs to be bigger. I could take myself off the screen. Let me know. Can y'all see? So the first picture is from March 28th, 29th, something like that. April, May, June. So 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months. And the second picture is from today. Can y'all see a difference? I hope so. Y'all being shy, y'all don't want to comment. Only Jen and Sway is commenting. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep this up here while I get into my complaining. Okay, so I started on compound Tirzepatide 10 months ago. Okay? Yes. Nope, no problem. I'm not I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real because I should be further along. I really should. I really should be further along. So 10 months ago, I started on compound Tirzepatide at my highest weight of 242 pounds. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I have always had problems with my weight. I was overweight as a kid. I was overweight as a teenager. I hate Pilates to this day because I was in 5th grade trying to do Pilates to lose weight. I've been overweight as an adult. I've been obese half my life, if not my whole life. And I am ashamed to say that at one point in my life, I reached a weight that was higher than my 6'1", 2, 3. My dad's tall. I don't know how old. Let's say 6'2", 6'1". I don't know. My 6 foot. He's taller than 6 foot. Okay, that's not the point. My dad, I weighed more than my dad at one point. Now, I didn't notice at the time. I didn't know it until after I lost weight, and me and my dad just happened to be talking about our weight loss because he does his own thing. As an old person, he's pushing 70, so he be losing weight. My dad is fit. He look good. That's where I get my good looks from, him and my mom. But anyway, so we were talking about weight, and I was like, oh yeah, I recently lost 30 pounds or 40 pounds or whichever it was. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I had gotten up to 240 pounds, Dad. And the shock in his voice was like, you was 240 pounds? It's not funny. But he was like, you were 240 pounds? And immediately I just felt like in my gut, I was like, oh, that was embarrassing. Like he wasn't trying to. My dad's old. Like he don't have no filter, right? He wasn't trying to be mean. He just says what's on his mind. He was like, you was 240 pounds? I think my dad is currently like 230 or something like that. I weighed more than my father at one point. Now, I've shared before that I've always weighed more than my partner. So I've always weighed more than my boyfriends. And me and my boyfriend, like I'm trying to get below him right now. Like that's a big achievement for me. But yeah, so I got myself up to 242 pounds. I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I wasn't thinking. How about I wasn't thinking at all? I was just eating. Okay. Something happened. Something changed in my life where I started to experience symptoms of depression. Okay. I'm not placing the blame on mental health. I'm just letting you know what the deal was. Okay. So 2023, right? Yes, 2023. I had gotten all the way down. Oh, I don't have the pictures here. Matter of fact, maybe I can show you on no, let's not do that. But 2023, I had gotten down to about 209 pounds. I was doing my thing. I was fasting. I was losing weight. I always bounce back and forth between 200 to 20, 200 to 20, and I could always get my weight under control with fasting. The fall of 2023, it started out as happy weight, okay? Me and my boyfriend started living together, and he was feeding me like weight gain wasn't a thing, as men do, okay? So it started out as happy weight. But I tend to get seasonal depression symptoms, right? I've never been diagnosed, so I'll say symptoms in the fall. And you know what? I know what changed. I started to stress out about getting my finances under control, right? Getting out of debt, all of that stuff, right? Okay, that's what happened. So I was working 2 jobs. I was stressed out about money, and it just wasn't good. And I think I also worked at a restaurant. And I solved a lot of my emotional problems and mental problems with food. Okay. I ate a lot. Yes, my boyfriend fed me a lot. He fed me a lot of pancakes. Okay. Like a lot of pancakes. But also just outside of the household, like I was just eating whatever I wanted when I wanted with no regard for my weight gain. So my weight started to creep up from 209 to, I take that back. It started before he moved. It did. I got lazy. So I made it down to 209, and then I thought I was cute. I was cute. I am cute. But I got lazy. I always do this. I start losing weight and then I get lazy. So I stopped fasting. I saw my weight creeping up throughout the summer, and I avoided it. I stopped stepping on the scale. So I went up from 209, 212, 215, 217. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, right. So that happened. And then me and my boyfriend moved in together. So I was already gaining weight. And then he came along, happy feeding me. Okay. And seasonal depression kicked in. Not money problems, but just realizing I was under crippling debt. I was like, oh my God, I got to get out of this. And so I was stressed out and I started eating. I was working 2 jobs. I started eating and kept eating. And because I wasn't fasting, the weight was coming back so fast. Like it was coming. The only way for me to know it's time to get my weight under control is 1, stepping on a scale, and 2, my clothes stop fitting. Okay. When things start to get tight, it's time to get on that scale and see, 217. All right. Shut it all down. That's typically how it works. 221. All right. Shut it all down. This time I did not do that. And I know some of that came from feeling embarrassed, obviously, because me and my boyfriend were living together now. He honestly didn't even care for real. Like, he didn't give a fuck. I just be looking at him like, you just let me gain all that weight? Like, where were you? But like, he didn't care. He's just like, ugh, like, let me grab on it. I don't know. But anyway, so I felt embarrassed. And I did not want to address it. So I didn't step on the scale. So 217 turned to 223, 223 turned to 228, 228 turned to 230. So before I knew it, like I went from, I think I was like 217 or something. I stopped stepping on the scale. And when I finally decided to step on the scale again, I think I had reached like 228, 230. The scale was done for. The scale was, I've never been maybe max 225. Documented maybe 223. Never been more than 225. So when I reached 230, 231 something, I put the scale away. I put the scale away. It wasn't happening. It wasn't going down. You're not about to tell me I weigh 230 pounds and think I'm about to listen to you. Like, we're not doing that. So I put the scale away. And continued. And the weight was just, I was gaining like, if in March, April, May, I was 209. By December, I don't even know the math on this. Within 7 months, I gained 30 pounds because by December, I was 240, 242. By December, so 7 months, I gained 30 some odd pounds. You think I did something about it? Nope. My clothes didn't fit. Nothing fit. Nothing. And I was not about to buy bigger clothes. Nothing fit. Nothing. So I lived in leggings and sweatpants. It got to the point where the sweatpants didn't even fit. So I lived in leggings because they stretch. Okay, I did buy a couple of pairs of like bigger leggings, but my shirts didn't fit. My tank tops didn't fit. My underwear barely fit. Nothing fit. My winter coats didn't fit. So I lived in like one of my boyfriend's bigger hoodies. I didn't even wear a coat all winter. And then Christmas came and we had a Christmas party and I felt ugly. I felt fat. I didn't want to take any pictures. Like I don't have a lot of pictures from that time because I didn't want to be on camera. Like whatever I felt looked like 10 to 20 pounds heavier on camera. Super embarrassed. Like I went from being in a bikini in March in Mexico or April. No, it was May in Mexico. I was in a bikini. I went from that to like nothing fits. 30 pounds overnight. I was disgusting. Like I was disgusted, I should say. So some of you have seen the wedding picture. I went to my niece's wedding. You've seen the before and after of the wedding picture on my community tab post. If you haven't seen it, you can scroll all the way back and go look at it. I was in that wedding dress, looked beautiful, but I was at my biggest weight. That's probably the best outfit that I had at that time. And then I think after that, I went to Mexico. So I had to buy clothes and I was sizing out of the plus size section of Shein. So I had 3 and 4X bathing suits in like 2 colors because that's all they had. Hated it. Okay. So fast forward to the summer of 2024. It's time to do something. Okay. It's time to do something about this weight. And I don't know why it took me a year to act, but I could not get my emotional stayed together enough to fast. Fasting would have fixed all of this. I promise you, fasting would have fixed it. Fasting would have fixed it. Keto would have fixed it. Keto was kind of off the table because I was done attempting keto. But fasting would have fixed this. Intermittent and extended fasting would have fixed this like that, because I've done it plenty of times before. But emotionally and mentally, I did not have the willpower. I couldn't do it. Like I was trapped in my own mind. I started going to therapy the spring of 2024. So I was working on my mental health. I just couldn't let go of the emotional eating. I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let go of the cravings. So fast forward to the summer of 2024, I did muster up the tiniest bit of willpower and started to lose a little bit of weight on my own, maybe 2 or 3 pounds before I started on Compound. Well, I had decided I was going to do something. I was going to make it. Like I was going to fast no matter what. Like I was going to fast, right? Okay, so I had the ability to get about 3 pounds off by myself. And I knew that when I got to my goal, like I had set my goal at 100 pounds. I'm like, this losing and gaining 20 pounds is not going to work. In fact, it ultimately led to me gaining 40 eventually, because I'm not being honest about how much weight I have to lose. Like I think I said on a previous stream that I am at a healthy weight at 140. Y'all, I looked it up. I was mistaken. My goal is still 140, but for my height, they talking about 125, 115, 125. I don't think we're going to be listening to that. I don't think we're going to be working with that. I don't know if I can work with that. Okay. So 100 pounds, 142 is the goal for now. Maybe 135, but 125, 115, that's a reach. Okay. But anyway, I decided that I was not being honest with myself about how far out of control my weight had gotten, how fast it got out of control, and how it kept getting out of control. Every 8 months or so, I would be gaining the 20 pounds that I had lost previously. Okay. This time it was 40 pounds. So I was like, enough. I need to get all of it off. I've been overweight my whole life. This time I'm not stopping until I get at least 100 pounds off. Okay. I don't want to be obese no more. I don't want to be obese no more. Being 240 pounds kind of scarred me a little bit. Okay. It scarred me a little bit. Okay. Like, it was bad. It was real fucked up. Like my body hurt, my joints hurt. I couldn't walk very far. I was out of breath walking up steps. I think I'm still out of breath walking up steps. I think I'm gonna be in shape and be out of breath walking up steps. But it was really, really hard on my body. My snoring was out of control. It was just horrible. So I had decided, yes, we're gonna fast. We're gonna make this work. And when I get to where I'm going, I'm getting lipo. Amen. I'm getting lipo. When I get 100 pounds off, I'm getting lipo. So I started looking for a plastic surgeon in North Carolina for lipo. And when I went to the one, I think it was actually either Raleigh plastic surgeons or North Carolina plastic surgeons or something like that. I went to their website and they had a weight loss program. And this is where I get introduced to semaglutide and Tirzepatide. They're not going to call it Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro. I don't even know if Zepbound had been released at this point, honestly. But Mounjaro and Ozempic were out. But they had a weight loss program. You know, I don't think this would be considered a med spa since they are a plastic surgery facility. But I never went to them. I found the information. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I started looking it up and I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube. Okay. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube. I was on my way to Vegas. So on my flight to Vegas, which was about, I think like 4 hours or something like that, it took me half a day to be convinced that GLP-1s were the answer. It didn't take long. It don't take me long. Like I'm telling y'all right now, I'm easily convinced. You just got to make sense with what you're telling me, right? If it don't make sense, then something different. But if what you're telling me makes sense, I'm easily convinced. It took about half a day. I think I was doing the research in the morning, and by the afternoon, I had signed up for telehealth. Like it was that I wasn't even home. I was on my way to Vegas, and I signed up for telehealth. I'm like, that package gonna come. I'm not even gonna be there, but I don't give a fuck because as soon as I get home, it's up. It's up. I don't need to go into the whole saga of me researching because I covered that before, but just know it happened very quickly, okay? So now we're going to get into, well, what the hell went wrong? Now we know how I got to where I started at. What the hell went wrong? So wrong that I'm only 40 pounds down in 10 months. Okay. So I get home and I start my first injection. I had done the research. I knew I wanted to do Tirzepatide versus semaglutide. I knew about compound versus brand. I was not afraid of compound. I could not afford brand, so there was no question. The vials had not been released yet, and I was not paying $1,000 per box of Mounjaro. I was not going to do it. So compound was my only option. Okay? Period. Compound was my gateway drug. Okay. And it changed everything. I started out with Join Fridays and I was getting my compound from Hollandale. Best compound that I've ever had. It's the closest thing to the real thing, but it ain't the real thing. Like, it's the closest thing to Zepbound, but it ain't Zepbound. Okay. And immediately I started to lose weight. Okay. Like, so from my first injection, I was like, oh my God, I'm not hungry. I don't have any cravings. Like, it was like a light switch flipped within minutes. Like, this is it. This is the answer. This is the thing that I could not get control over for the past year. I could not get my desire to eat, my cravings. I could not get it under control. It's under control in a matter of 5 minutes. So there's no universe where I will regret getting compound, because financially it was the only way for me to get started. Okay. But the question is, did I stay on it too long or did it waste my time? Okay. All right. So I started to lose weight. I can't remember how much weight I lost in the first month. I think I lost like the first 5 to 7 pounds, maybe even 8 pounds really, really quickly, like within the first week or two. And then it switched to being about 1, maybe 1.5, maybe point something, like less than a pound per week. Some weeks I wouldn't lose any weight. And here's what I learned about what I was doing wrong along the way. Now, I am extremely stubborn, right? When it's something I want to do, I'm easily convinced. Okay. That's my bias. That's everybody's bias. Okay. And it obviously it has to make sense. However, do I want to say I'm slow to change? I suck at building new habits. And this was the first thing that I did wrong. Okay. Now, when I did my research for Tirzepatide, one of the things that I knew that people were suffering from was under eating, right? So I was, when I say deathly afraid, I mean outrageously afraid of the gastrointestinal side effect of the slow emptying, right? So I forget what it's called, but the condition that people were getting where, one, they were either getting too constipated and had to get that surgically taken care of, or two, where they weren't eating enough. And essentially the best layman's way I can describe it is like their body just forgot how to digest food. Now, probably not literally forgot, but they was fucked up. Okay. I was outrageously afraid of that happening to me. So I made sure that, or at least I thought I was making sure that I ate all the time. Okay. I was making sure that I ate all the time. But that didn't last very long. That probably lasted like the first few weeks or whatever. And then I got to the point of under eating. Insert a dietitian, okay? Insert my very first video talking about if you're not losing weight on a GLP-1, you're doing it wrong, okay? It's a very old video. Maybe we need to review it. I went from trying to make sure that I was eating enough to not eating enough. I was under eating. That's the first thing that I did wrong. My weight loss stopped. My weight loss came to a screeching halt. I think I was only about 10 pounds down at this point, maybe 15, maybe. I can't remember. It's been so long ago, almost a year. But my weight loss came to a screeching halt and I could not figure out why. I think there was a part of me that knew, but I just wasn't willing to admit it to myself. So I spoke to my dietitian, and even my dietitian felt like my weight loss was slow. Like I would go in and we'd weigh in and she'd be like, how are you doing? Like, so how's it coming along? And I'd be like, it's good. I mean, I haven't lost weight in a couple of weeks. She's like, your weight loss does seem a little slow. Like, like I could be 15, 20 pounds down. She'd be like, weight loss seems a little slow. Like, and she was right, because I was losing less than a pound per week or something like that. So we get into, okay, so what's causing this delayed weight loss? Like what, like typically we see more rapid weight loss on the GLP-1s, like what's going on? And it turns out I was under eating. Okay. I was not eating enough. And this is when she started to recommend to me that I should add bread into my diet. And I was like, lady, what in the food pyramid 1987? I don't know when the food pyramid came out, but you know what I mean? Like, lady, what in the 1995? Like, what is you talk bread? Like, unless I'm going like have a slice of pizza, you know what I mean? Like, or something like that. But like, you're deliberately telling me to eat bread. Like this is 2025. You're telling me to eat bread. Oh yeah, eat whole grain, whole wheat, whole this, whole that. So I tried it. And not only did I try the bread, but I tried upping my calories. So I had 1 week where I think honestly, by this time I had gotten off a Hollandale's compound. So I didn't have such extreme appetite control. But I tried eating more for a week deliberately. It was hard. It was incredibly hard. Who was talking about this? I think Journey of Life was talking about this, where it's hard to eat enough, so you just don't. So I had a week where I was pretty convinced that I had overeaten, and the scale dropped, I think maybe 5 or 6 pounds. It just dropped off like it was nothing. So whatever's happening with the body, our bodies are smarter than us, okay? We cannot undereat. Leave me alone, Jen. I don't even eat sandwiches. Now, with that being said, I was kind of scoffed down a grilled cheese before I got on here, like, because I didn't really prepare dinner, okay? But it was on a gluten-free toast, okay? But yeah, she wanted me to eat a sandwich. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it, okay? Unless it's a grilled cheese. But even then, like, gluten-free, okay? So I dropped. So the very first thing was the under eating, okay? Now, I don't know how people are so successful with the under eating. And maybe it depends on how I define success, right? Because like I said, some people are talking about losing 10, 12, 15 pounds in a month. Depending on how much weight you have to lose, I don't think that that's extreme. Like if you are close to your goal weight, losing 15 pounds in a month could sound crazy. But if you are 100 to 200 pounds overweight, losing 15 pounds in a month you need to lose weight that quickly. Like you don't have to, but if you lose it that quickly in the beginning, that's good. You know, that's not the worst thing in the world. So with the under eating, I don't know how people are having so much success with the under eating, because with my body, I undereat and my weight comes to a screeching halt. It stops. My weight loss stops. There's nothing I can do. And the only way for me to get it moving again is to eat more. And the way that I did that was by tracking my calories. Now, my dietitian spent several months trying to convince me to supplement also with my protein. Who told me? I think it was Journey of Life again. I keep name dropping her. Hopefully she'll come in. But apparently my choice of Fairlife protein shakes is not a good choice. I was educated on my last stream that they are essentially contaminated with microplastics and some other stuff. Now, to be honest with you, in this day and age, I'm already convinced that I'm about 37% microplastic. I'm about 22% trans fat, okay? And about 63% heavy metal. Like, I'm contaminated, okay? Like, if not by growing up in the projects in the Bronx from the tap water, if not from that, the best tap water I've ever had in my life, by the way. But anyway, if not from that, right? Got a little fluoride, got a little iron, a little aluminum. Okay, I'm contaminated, right? I can't be fixed, right? So But I did read up on I did read up on the Fairlife protein shakes, and it seems like there's a pretty serious concern with that brand in particular, as far as the content of microplastics and other things, and enough that the company at least acknowledged that it's something that they're looking into. So I'm not going to throw away my shakes that I already have, but I probably will be changing brands to something else. Like I probably will have to find something else that's less junky, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. So anyway, my dietitian spent months trying to convince me to supplement with protein, and I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to, and this is one of the reasons why, because I just hate buying packaged foods and then you find out something is wrong with it. Like it's so annoying. But so she convinced me finally to supplement with protein. She convinced me a little bit to not supplement, but to add bread to my diet. It did not last very long. It lasted about a couple of weeks before I was like, no, ma'am, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Powder form, I've tried pea protein. It's not very good. It doesn't mix very well. But if you know of a powder brand that you like, let me know. I typically stay away from the powder ones because they have if it's made with dairy and it's typically really, really lean, like it's typically very low fat, and that'll spike insulin. But now that we're on the GLP-1s, I may not have to be concerned with the sugar spikes and the insulin spikes. Okay. So if you know of a brand of a good powder one, let me know. Okay. So we covered the under-eating. That was the first thing, right? So this is the thing that just like what is wrong with you? I did not change the way that I ate. I did not change my diet. I'm one of those people. I started a GLP-1 and didn't change what I eat, except I'm not one of the stories of, and I lost 60 pounds in 5 months. I'm not one of those. I started a GLP-1 and I lost some weight, but I lost it very slowly, and probably because I didn't change my diet. I told y'all I was going through a lot. And even though my cravings for the most part were in control, the reasons that I picked certain foods never got addressed, even to this day. Okay. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I just could not get beyond half a pound to a pound and a half per week. I did not change what I was eating. I did not change what I was drinking. Plenty of sugared coffees, plenty of juice, plenty of soda, plenty of candy, plenty of eating out. I covered in one of my last videos. I recently spent about $400 eating out. Plenty of fried food. Now, sidebar about compound, that in relation to Zepbound. When I was on compound and I first started, and I talked about and I said I was talking about fried food. I can't remember what exactly the conversation was, but somebody in the comments was like, Zepbound or Manjaro or whatever does not like fried food and sugar. Okay, they were warning me. It was a woman. I don't know if she's still watching, but it was a woman warning me, on this medication, you gonna be effed up trying to overeat on sugar and fried food. But I was on compound, so I didn't have that experience. I was like, I don't know what this lady talking about. That seems like a brand problem. Because on compound, I can eat fried food. I won't say I can eat as much fried food as I want, because clearly I didn't gain weight back, so I couldn't eat as much as I wanted. But my range of foods was not limited. My range of foods was only limited by me being a picky eater. Okay, by me being a picky eater. But as far as like, oh, if I eat this, the fact that I'm on compound Tirzepatide, my body's gonna react violently. No, I didn't have that problem on compound, which is another reason why people should be on brand if they can afford it, because brand will help you stay away from certain foods like French fries and like, okay, I did struggle with French fries a little bit, but But I don't know what happened with French fries specifically, but when I started compound, for some reason I couldn't eat them. Like I could eat them, but I couldn't eat them as much. And I still have that effect. But I could eat other fried stuff. I could eat funnel cake. I could eat chicken wings. I could eat, what else is fried? Potato chips. Okay. So I didn't change my diet because I didn't have to. I ate a lot of sugar. I ate a lot of sugar in the first. So August to December is how many months? September, October, November, December. 4 months? Yeah, 4 months. No, I started at the beginning of August. So let's say 5. First 5 months. I actually started in July. I started my channel in August. That's the confusion. So it's 5 months. I didn't change my diet, okay? And I did videos on this. I was the pot calling the kettle black, okay? I did videos talking about if you think, and it wasn't to the people that were actually on compound or on brand. It was to the people that were judging people for taking the easy way out. And it's like, newsflash, it's not the easy way out because you have to actually do work and stuff. You got to work out. You got to exercise. You have to change what you're eating or you will not lose weight. You have to eat enough or you will not lose weight. Okay. The amount of steps that you have to proactively take on a GLP-1 to make sure that you are successful, it's not unreasonable. It's just easy to find cover behind the fact that your appetite is like the medication is doing the work as far as your appetite. But your choices in what you eat are still your choice. And I made all of the wrong choices, without a doubt. This is why it is June and I'm not 80 pounds down instead of 40. I could easily have been 80 pounds down had I changed my food. Had I cut the junk food, cut the sweetened beverages, exercised more. We'll get into the exercise. Had I done what I was supposed to do, like let's be fucking, I done messed up. See, fast over. I done said the F word. Okay, but anyway, had I done what I was supposed to do, like to be honest with you, I literally just accepted losing less than a pound per week as long as I was losing, which should not have been acceptable. I accepted the slow, grueling weight loss. I accepted the stalls, diet soda. I had a stall that was like a month long. And as soon as I quit diet soda, my weight dropped maybe 3 pounds, something like that, 2-3 pounds. But it dropped as soon as I removed the diet soda. So had I removed it months before, I could have been more successful months before. Currently, I'm on a 30-day challenge. This fast is within that challenge. And the challenge required me to make a lot of changes to what I'm eating. And I lost 7 pounds in a week. That part I did reveal already. So I haven't revealed what I've lost since then. But I lost about 7 pounds in a week. So technically I'm about 45 pounds down, but I just want to talk about the first 40, like before I made the recent changes. I was stalled for 5 months. 5 months of no weight loss, 5 months of losing and regaining the same 3 pounds because I did not change my diet. Because I didn't change my diet. And I feel like so many people are successful on a GLP-1 without having to change their diet. That's just the standard. You take the GLP-1, you don't do nothing different, you lose the weight. That didn't work for me because I am an emotional eater, because I don't want to self-diagnose, but I believe I have an eating disorder. So the reasons that I eat, the reasons that I even overeat never really got addressed. Okay. So that's another reason why I didn't make progress as fast. How am I doing so far, Jen? Because you said you was going to keep it real with me. You said you wanted to know and you was going to keep it real with me. So let me know how I'm doing. Okay. Another reason why my weight loss was delayed And again, it seems like other people don't have this problem. So it really feels unfair that I got this problem. But it's being inconsistent with my exercise. Now, if you are a fan of Dr. Tina Moore, she and found out. And now I got to wear clothes in the summer. And found out and did. Sure did. Let me know if you saw the members only post where I said how much I went down further recently. Just don't put it in chat. Okay. Actually, let me get the link for that in case somebody wants to become a member. But okay. So yeah, as Jen said, I effed around and found out. I did. And I accepted the slow. I knew, you know what, it's not like I was being hypocritical when I was making my videos. I tried to be as transparent as possible when making my videos, but there were times where go to if you're on your mobile device, go to my channel and go to visit community and go to my recent post and then scroll down a little bit. It should be there for members only. Okay. So I knew I was messing up. I did. And it wasn't like I was like, it was like I came on here on one stream with a whole shareable size of Skittles. Now, after I did that, I threw it away because I was like, that's embarrassing. But I tried to be honest. About like, you know, like I'm doing it. I ain't doing it as fast as everybody else, but I'm doing it. You know, I'm giving it a go, right? I'm giving it a try or whatever. But to be honest with you, my progress is not nearly as speedy as it should have been. My progress was not as speedy as it should have been. I just put the link in the chat if you would like to become a member to support the channel. Please support, show your love. Let me go to my channel and pin it. Okay, I want to talk about exercise, okay? Because if you are a fan of Dr. Tina Moore, you know that in order to do this GLP-1 thing right, I'll say exercise, but Dr. Tina Moore specifically says weight training is non-negotiable. There is no if, and sorry. There are no if, ands, or buts about it. If you want to be successful on a GLP-1, you must work on your muscle. Okay. Now I've shared my gains. It's a little bit harder to see now because I haven't been working out lately. And this is something that I've struggled with off and on for the past 10 months. I get consistent for about a month and then I fall off. Like I told you, I'm terrible at building new habits. Like I'm so bad at it. But that doesn't mean I want to give up. But you need your muscle when you're on a GLP. Like you need your muscle, period. Okay. I'm pushing 30. I'm at the point where my body is going to start taxing that ass on muscle. And it's going to be hard for me to put on new muscle. Like at this, like from here to 90, it's all downhill when it comes to muscle. So I have to work 2 to 3 to 4 times as hard as someone in their late teens or early 20s to put on muscle. Maybe not quite yet, but as I go into my 30s, yes. Once you hit your 30s-ish, that's it. What you got is what you got. And you, at that point, you working your ass off to keep it. And you better keep it. Ask Dr. Tina. Dr. Tina is beautiful. Like, let me tell you something. Sidebar. So I found out that she started like Botox in her 30s, but she called it something like preemptive or proactive or something like that. Like she started getting Botox before she started showing the signs of like aging. I mean, before she started it before people typically started. How about that? Like if people typically, well, I can't say typical. Okay, never mind. I'm butchering it. But she started Botox in like her 30s. Dr. Tina Moore looks like she about 37, except she got gray hair, so it makes her look older. But if her hair wasn't gray, oh, it might not be. She might have changed it by now. But the last time I seen her, her hair was gray. She's stunning. She's beautiful. But weight training is non-negotiable. Now, when I first started, I was consistent and then I stopped for a little while. You want to come out here, buddy? Or are you just getting comfortable? What are you doing? Okay. So when I first started, I was, are you okay? Give me a second. I think the dog wants to come out. Okay, he was just getting comfortable. Okay, so first started, I was consistent. Okay, little bit of gains, little bit, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I stopped, and it was just like this, back and forth, like a freaking ping pong ball. I don't know how many videos I've done where I was just like, I'm back in the gym. That would last about a week or two, and then a month later, 2 months later, I'd be like, I'm back in the gym. Now, I definitely got some gains along the way. I didn't actually realize that it's becoming less noticeable. So I hope I'm not losing my muscle. I'm hoping it's just a little bit deflated because I can still feel the muscle, but it's not like poking through the skin like it used to. Like if I flex, you can see it, but typically you can see it without me even having to flex. So I feel like my muscles they're like losing all the air, which is not good. Okay, but this was a mistake. Don't be like me. Don't be like me if you're on a GLP-1 or if you're planning to start one. Don't be like me. Get your behind in the gym or use body weight exercises. Do weight bearing exercises. I shared my DEXA scan. If you don't know what a DEXA scan is, it's a body scan. It's a body composition scan that shows how much muscle you have, how your skeletal, I forget what you call it. I don't want to say how your skeleton is doing. That don't sound very smart, but whatever. Like your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass, all of that. And it showed that I was losing muscle slightly more aggressive than what's considered healthy. Like obviously when you lose weight, you're going to lose a little bit of muscle. You're going to lose a little bit of lean muscle. But my numbers were slightly aggressive. So I needed to eat more and up my weight training. Do you think I did it? Shall I start a poll on whether or not I did what I was supposed to do? Should I? Who wants to take a wild guess? Who wants to guess? I didn't quite change my diet, but I walked every day 5 miles alone and maybe 1 to 2 with the dog. I had a goal of 8 to 10 pounds per month. I had a goal of 8 to 10 pounds per month. Do you know where I would be if I had met that goal? Not with clothes on, okay? Like, I don't know what my obsession with like not wearing clothes is, but I heard like this whole thing of like look good naked, and I'm like, yes, that. And I'm not gonna lie, people was getting on me about walking. I'm walking now. That is how I know that I'm having problems with my hips. I'm walking now. I have recently started walking maybe 3 to 4 miles per day. But that's because I'm in a walkable area where when I'm home, I'm not in much of a walkable area. That's not an excuse. I can get to a walkable area. But I'm only like, people were getting on me in the comment, not getting on me, but people for months recommended that I walk. I hate walking. I don't like it. Unless I specifically have somewhere to go. Like I don't like to walk. I agree. Weight training is a must. I didn't and I regret it. Saying, and I know better. I'm just very lazy. Okay. Weight training is beyond a must. Think of what is the next step beyond non-negotiable. Like if there was a step beyond non-negotiable, what would it be? Because that's where weight training falls on a GLP-1. It is a step above non-negotiable. It's almost like I'm gonna call the cops on you if you ain't in the gym or doing something at your house or something. Like you got to be doing something. And I think that would have helped speed up my weight loss. But nothing can compare to me not changing my diet. Nothing can compare to the amounts of candy that I ate. Nothing can compare to the amounts of sweetened beverages that I drink. Like nothing can compare to the amount of Coke Zeros that I had. Like Even, and that's why I wanted to share that Dr. Funk video, which we're going to finish tomorrow. Even if you're working out, you can't outrun 7 Coke Zeros in a week. Maybe 14 if you had 2 in a day. 12 to 14. That sounds horrible now that I say it out loud. But like, you're not going to be able to outrun a stack of pancakes 2 to 3 times in a week, or 2 or 3 bowls of breakfast cereal, or a couple bags of candy, or what. Like, you can't outrun it. So we're going to get into the bad compound that I took as well, because I think that also delayed my weight loss. But I didn't exercise the first 2 months on a GLP-1, but when I started walking 30 minutes a day, I saw the weight come off quicker. That could be part of the reasons why, since I've been here, my weight has continued to drop, because I started walking. I hate walking. I hate it, but I've started walking. I have. So true about weight training. I have invested in some resistance bands. Yup. Still has beautiful gray hair. Absolutely stunning. She's beautiful. Don't stop, even if you have to do it at home. Absolutely. Have you met your goal? Have you met your goal, Jen? Yes. Okay. You started at 252. Now you're 133. Jen, I know you've told me this before, and I'm going to ask 50 more times during this year. How tall are you? Are you one of the tallies, or am I taller than you? Are you one of the tallies? I have a lot of 5'6"ers and 7'ers in this like on this channel. It's a lot of 5'6"ers and 7'ers. Like, I don't know where all these. I was in the train station earlier, coming back from Chicago, and I caught a glimpse of my reflection, and I was like I didn't have my hair on top of my head, but I was like, man, I'm short. 5'3.5". Give me my half an inch. The maintenance part is the hardest part. Okay. Congrats. This is what I'm talking about. I got a lot of tallies in my chat. Okay. Yes, I'm calling you names. 5'8". Jen is tall. All right. I find that Manjaro has taken away my craving for anything sweet, even toward the end of the week when my suppression is not that strong. That is true for Zepbound with me. That was true when I had compound from Hollandale. I only got my compound from Hollandale for, I think, 2 months. When I stopped getting my compound from Hollandale, so I switched to Red Rock, Akita, and Smart Scripts. I can eat whatever I want. Maybe not as much. Like, I can eat less of it. I can eat whatever I want. No, there's no nothing that for some reason, something happened with French fries, like fried potatoes. I don't know what went wrong there. Like, I couldn't really eat that. But sugar, drinking it, eating it, fried food, I can eat whatever I want. When I was on compound, I can eat whatever I want. I just would eat less of it because I would get full. I can eat whatever I want. What you mean? What you mean? Who was the one that said they don't believe? Jen, was it you that said you don't believe in removing foods because we're gonna have like a fry here or there, a fry or a wing? I am terrible at moderation. So I am an all or nothing kind of girl. Like, when I want to be successful. Like, so this 30-day challenge, I could have said I can have candy once or twice a week. I promise you it wouldn't have worked. It's either all or nothing. Like, if I have it once, I'm going to have it every day, or I'm going to have it several days out of the week, or I'm going to have a lot of it in one day, or I'm not going to have it at all. Coke Zero, I can't have a few sips. I want Coke Zero today. I want Coke Zero tomorrow, and I want it the next day. Now, I did go from the, was it 16 ounce or 12 ounce to like the little ones. I think the regular ones are 16 and the small ones are 12. So I did switch, but it's like, I don't want a couple sips. Now, the exception to that is if I'm at a restaurant, okay? If I'm at a restaurant, I can do that, but I'm not going to because I am easily tempted. Temptation is my middle name. Okay? I'm just saying, because I suck at moderation. I don't have a choice. I have to remove stuff. And I'm realizing this is what's sparking this video, because Not only did I switch to Zepbound, but I started removing shit. Moderation don't work for me because I'm not good at it. I don't know. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that. If I lie and tell myself that I can have a little bit, I will have a lot of it. The past 3 weeks, I'm 3 weeks into this challenge, I have removed things completely, like candy, Coke Zero and Sprite Zero, any type of juice or soda. What else did I remove? I removed pizza and I removed fried food. And I was down 8 pounds in 1 week. 7 of it stuck. I don't do moderation. Now, with that being said, if I had eaten out once that week and it was fried, would I have been okay? I would have been okay. But the way my emotions work and the way my taste buds work, I just can't eat it once during the week. I can't. Yeah, get the small ones and then have 2 in 1 day. So we're back at square one. Yeah. And then I'll have 2 in 1 day and we're back at square one. Yeah. Coke Zero isn't bad. Bad? Define bad. For me, it stalls me out. I don't know what it is about the Coke Zero. It must be whatever artificial sweetener that they're using. But Coke Zero stalls me out. I have more than 1 Coke Zero in a week. I'm not losing no weight. Hold on, I'll be right back. Pupsters did want to come out. All right. I used to truly enjoy salty snacks, potato chips, pretzel snack, crackers, etc. Zepbound has mostly eliminated that. No, I can still do the salty snacks on Zepbound. Okay, so let me get to, so we covered under eating. We covered not working out. And we covered not changing my diet. Effed around and found out. And if I did make changes, they didn't stick, right? So I would temporarily make changes and then I would go back to my old ways. But let's talk about this 5-month stall that I went through. I don't know if I was just happy to have the 40 pounds off or what, but y'all, I ain't like up until recently, between January and May, I bounced back and forth between 200. So I reached 202 pounds. It was either at Christmas or New Year's, something like that. I stayed there until about a week ago. Can you imagine if you are on a GLP-1? If you are on a GLP, oh, you think it was bad, Jen? Oh, we're about to get into it. Oh, we're about to get into my wasted $2,000. Okay. The only compound that I will vouch for is Hollandaise. Mochi's is pursue at your own risk, okay? Because they mix their compound with other stuff. I did it once. It wasn't bad. It was fine, but I just didn't want to continue. And they was having too many problems with the company. But when I went to Orderly Meds and I got my compound from Red Rock Pharmacy, I'm gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell this story to the day I move on, like to the day that I pass on. I'm gonna keep telling this story because I don't waste too much money and too much time. Everything was going wrong in the world of compounding, and telehealth companies were getting sued left and right, and compounding pharmacies were dropping out left and right. So I felt like it would be a good idea to go ahead and get a 6-month supply. I went to Orderly Meds. At the time, they were the only ones that I knew of that would offer a 6-month supply. But I didn't test the compound at first to make sure it was going to be good for me. So I was just like, even in the video, I was like, oh my God, I hope this compound is not trash, because I done paid a grip, couple bands for 6 months of this stuff. I hope it's not bad. That was a mistake. That is part of I wasted 5 months, and it's part of the reason why I have only managed to lose 40 pounds in the past 10 months. I don't want to get upset. Lip gloss is my happy place. I don't want to get upset. I don't want to get upset. I don't want to get upset because I can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it. I can't. I don't want to get upset. Okay. So I switched to Orderly Meds. I order a 6-month supply. They send me 1 month. I'm like, what the fuck? I just paid y'all $2,000. 400 times 6 is how much? $2,000. Just paid y'all $2,000. Or is it 1,800? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'm bad. I don't know. But almost. Either 2,000 or almost 2,000. Okay. So I order. Hold on. Don't give me the line. It's 24. I was off. It's 24. You know what happened? You know why I said 2,000? Let me tell you what happened. So this is the part that I was about to get to, but I'm mad. I'm mad now. I'm really mad. I said I'm trying not to get upset, but now I'm mad. So what happened was I ordered the 6-month supply. I paid them the $2,400. They only sent me 1 month, and 1 month is $400. So they ended up having to additionally send, like they offered me a refund for $2,000, or they could just replace the order. Like they could give me a credit. So that's where the 2,000 number is coming from, because I got that one vial separately. But that just stressed me out so bad. I paid these people $2,400 without testing the compound first. That was stupid, but I was desperate. I was desperate to have enough medication on hand because these companies were flopping left and right. If the video gets choppy or starts messing up, I'm so sorry. I'll be home in a couple of days and we'll have some better internet. And then I'll be off to another house sit that I think also has pretty good internet. So hopefully it's good enough to stream. $2,400. I paid $2,400 and they sent me 1 vial. I almost had a conniption. I almost had a dang heart attack. So I reached out to them. You guys only sent me 1 vial. What the fuck? Where's the rest of my shit? And I said, oh, there was a glitch in our system. If you want to hear that full story, go to my telehealth review on Orderly Meds, okay? There was a glitch in the system. Do you want a refund, or do you want us to just go ahead and put the order in for the remaining 5 vials? I said, I'm still working on my Mochi vial, so I still had not tested the one. This was my opportunity to get my money back. I had not tested the 1 vial from Red Rock. In fact, when my vial came from Red Rock, I was actually pissed because I had gotten a vial from Red Rock from Join Fridays, and I thought it was trash. I thought it was awful. I thought it was horrible. I didn't lose any weight for a whole month. So I knew I didn't like Red Rock's compound. I didn't know which compound Orderly was working with. I didn't know. It depended on like what part of the country they were shipping your medication to. I get the 1 vial. It's from Red Rock. I'm like, oh my gosh. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different than the way they prescribed it from Join Fridays, because Fridays had the glycine in it. This doesn't have the glycine. Maybe it's going to be a little bit better. So I told them to go ahead, keep the $2,000, send me the rest of my medication. So a couple weeks go by, or a week or so. I'm so used to getting my Zepbound damn near overnight now. I forgot how long it used to take to get compounds. So it was about a week, maybe a week and a half before I got the 5 vials, but I still had not tested out the 1 vial from Red Rock. So I get the 5 vials, and then it's time for me to switch to the 1 Red Rock vial that I got first. This was a 7.5 milligram. I got 6 months supply of 7.5 milligram. Again, Red Rock. Somebody did come in and say they enjoyed their Red Rock compound. Another month, no weight loss. Another month, no weight loss. 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 No weight loss at all. It was just like, oh, okay. Well, I hope these other 5 vials from Smart Scripts work or I'm screwed. I said that in my video too. I was like, I hope these vials aren't trash, because if they are, I can't afford to just switch telehealths again and order more vials after I just spent $2,400. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Well, let me just go ahead and tell you. It was garbage. So, okay, let me explain what I mean by garbage. Red Rock's compound was garbage. I got no effect from Red Rock's compound. I could pretty much just eat whatever I want. It was like I wasn't even taking anything. When I got to the Smart Scripts compound, I called 911. I got to the Smart Scripts compound and I thought I was about to die. My heart started to race incredibly fast. This has not happened to me on Zepbound. It has not happened to me on a compound from any other compounding pharmacy. I don't even know, and this is the sad part. In fact, I don't even think Smart Scripts was the pharmacy. I think Smart Scripts was like the middleman or something like that, and they used another pharmacy. I forget. But because like my container that they sent it to me and said Smart Scripts, but the vials said another pharmacy or whatever. So that was already a little bit shady to me. I could not find where these pharmacies were 503A or B certified. This was after I felt like I was about to die. So I took my first injection and my heart immediately started to damn near pound out of my chest. And just for safety, I called 911. Hey, I took a medication. The medication's not new, but the pharmacy that I got it from, it's compounded per prescription. I don't know if they messed up. It might be a little bit too strong for me. My heart is beating really fast. And I just wanted, I'd rather croak with EMS on the line or 911 on the line than not. Like my boyfriend was home. It was so scary that I didn't even tell him. I just grabbed my phone and called 911. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. So with that being said, they came, they checked me out. They did an EKG, little portable EKG thing. Said, they didn't say I was fine. They said, we can't say you're fine or not fine. Whatever it was, it stopped. It's done. We recommend you go to the hospital, but we can't make you go. I said, am I having a heart attack? They said, we can't. They didn't say they can't tell me. They said it was some weird way of not telling me no because they didn't want to be held liable or whatever. I said, am I having a heart attack? It's not funny, but I was like, am I having a heart attack? And they said something to the effect, like essentially the answer was no, but they couldn't outright tell me no in case their machine is wrong. So it was something like, according to the machine, no, but however, we recommend. I said, you know what? If it was serious, y'all would be rolling me away right now. I'm fine. I'm breathing, whatever it was, it stopped. I think rapid heart beat is a side effect. I think I'm okay. Fine. They left it alone. So that's when I started to do the research into the pharmacies, and I could not figure out whether the pharmacy, the reason I'm saying these pharmacies is because, like I said, my medication came in like an oversized pill bottle. Like the vials were in a bottle, in an oversized pill bottle. It was 5 vials, and the label said Smart Scripts, but on the actual vials, there was the name of another pharmacy. I couldn't tell if either one of them was 503A or 503B certified. So I was fine. I hope. Like I'm hoping there was no actual damage from that, because it's not like I went and checked or whatever, right? Don't be like me. Go talk to your doctors and stuff. But I was like, I have 2 choices. I could either keep taking this compound and whatever just happened was a fluke, or it's just a normal side effect, or I can ditch the $2,000 worth of compound and just start over with one that I know already works for me. So I contacted Orderly and I asked them, is there any chance that I could get a refund? I said, I will send you the unused. I was willing to lose the $400 on a vial that I had already punctured. I said, I will send you the remaining 4 vials back. I will send it back, Jesus. Can I get a refund? It's unused. I know they can't resell it. I know that. But how much work does it actually take to compound some Tirzepatide? Like, you know what I mean? So they were like, well, once the medication ships, we can't give refunds. I figured, okay, fine. You don't want to give me a refund because you don't want to lose your money. So I made a decision to keep taking the compound, right? The beating heart thing never happened again. The rapid heart rate, that never happened again. I still don't know. To this day, I still don't know what caused it. That never happened again. But there was something off. It's not funny. Don't be like me. There was something off with that compound, which led to another 4 months of me being stalled, 4 to 4.5 months or whatever. 7.5 milligram. Now, I talked about being on this compound, and I talked about how the appetite suppression was a little too much, and how I was going to start to titrate myself down to about a 5 or a 6 milligram. I did end up titrating myself down to a 6, maybe a 6.5. I think I was taking 75 units. I titrated myself down to about 60 to 65 units. And I could eat right through it. Like the 7.5 caused discomfort, like as far as appetite suppression. Like it was too strong for me to eat, but not in a good way. Like my cravings didn't go away. The food noise didn't go away. My desire for certain foods didn't go away, but physically I couldn't eat. Like I couldn't eat enough. So I titrated myself down to a 6 to a 6.5. I could get food down. The problem with that was I could get anything I wanted down. I couldn't, again, like I said before, I couldn't eat to the point of weight gain. I couldn't overeat, but I could eat whatever I wanted. I could eat whatever I wanted. I could drink whatever I wanted. There was no such thing as suppression of food noise. I had food noise. This is when somebody, it was either on this video or I forget which video it was, but somebody came into I think it was a man too, came into the comments of one of my videos where I was complaining about the food noise and was like, Zepbound takes care of that. Zepbound will do a better job with the food noise. But I listened to all of the content creators that was like, oh, there's no difference between compound and brand. We've tried both. There's no difference. We didn't notice any difference. We lost 50 pounds. We lost 100 pounds. We lost 60 pounds. We lost 30 pounds. Like everybody was saying that they tried both and there was no difference. So I was like, what the hell am I going to go spend money on Zepbound for when I can get $300-$400 compound and get the same? And at this point I had lost 40 pounds. So it was like, what the hell? Nope. I should have immediately switched to Zepbound. One, I should have never ordered the 6-month supply. Should have never ordered it. I don't recommend it. If you listen, are you listening? If you are on compound, do what you got to do, but I do not recommend getting a 6-month supply. I don't, because if that compound stops working for you, you're stuck with it. Yes, they are. And thank you very much. You're the first person to recognize it, but yes. So I don't recommend getting a 6-month supply, because if the compound stops working or if the dose stops working, you're stuck. And this is what happened to me. So had I just did 1 month at a time, I could have realized the Red Rock compound was trash, and I would have had time to realize that. So what happened was, once you get beyond a 1 month supply with Orderly, they switch pharmacies. So once they have to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month supplies, they switch pharmacies. So had I just realized that 1 month supply with Red Rock was trash, I would have never ordered the other 5 vials. I would have never done it. But I jumped in head first. I panicked. Like let's talk about how whenever things get turned up in the GLP-1 community with compounding, people start to panic. Okay. Not only did I start to panic, but I got very frustrated with all of the inconsistencies, right? Companies deciding left and right whether or not they were gonna offer Tirzepatide or not. They are, and then they're not, and then they are, and then they're not. And it just became very frustrating. So I just wanted a 6-month supply until they could figure it out. That was a $2,400 mistake. That was about a 40-pound mistake, because I missed out on 40 to 50 pounds that I could have lost in the past 5 months. Don't do it. I know it's scary. When it seems like all of the compounders are about to get shut down. If you must Go with a 3, 4, 5, 6 month supply. Just get the Zepbound. You know what you can do? I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what you can do? It's gonna cost you more money, but this is what you could do. Because the Zepbound vials have, and we need to talk about the fact that they decided they're going to release the 12.5 milligram and the 15 milligram. I said they wasn't going to do it, but they're gonna release the 12.5 and the 15 milligram, I think, in August. Okay. All doses will be $500 if you order every 45 days or something like that. So we'll get into that. But here's what you can do if you need to stock up. One, you can stock up on compound and risk that dose no longer working for you. Or you can go ahead, if you're going to stock up anyway, if you're going to stock up anyway and risk that dose not working for you anymore, go ahead and get the Zepbound because you have more time to use it. You have a year expiration date, a year, and you're going to be getting better quality. I don't care where you get your compound from. I don't care, especially if you get it from Orderly. Orderly Meds is what, $400? Spend the money and get the Zepbound. Unless you're on the higher doses, because they're doing some stuff. They're doing some stuff with the higher doses and the pricing. But we'll talk about that. But I would not stock up on Zepbound. On compound. I would not do it. Play it by ear, month to month. Maybe if you want to stock up, maybe stock up on one extra. Always have an extra month on here. Maybe. But what happens if within that 6 months you need to titrate up? Or titrate down, because I wanted to titrate down to the 5 milligram. I still consider it. I don't feel like I need the 7.5 milligram, but because of the pricing structure with Zepbound, I may as well. It's going to be the same price, so I may as well stay on it. I'm not going to save money by titrating down, but I can make it happen. I only titrated up to the 7.5 milligram because the 5 stopped working for me on that trash ass compound. If I was on Zepbound, I would have never needed to try. I can almost guarantee I would have never needed to titrate up past the 5 milligram, because when I was getting my 5 milligram from Hollandale, I was good to go. And when they stopped compounding, I had to switch compounding pharmacies, and the 5 milligram just wasn't working for me no more. So I had to titrate up. Hi, Journey of Life. I've been name dropping you the whole stream, and now you're here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. So I recommend do not. I know when things get scary, I don't want to keep saying the content creators, but you may feel, right? You may hear and you may feel, go ahead and stock up as much as possible. If you're going to do it with Zepbound. I'm telling you right now. Just spend the money and get the Zepbound. Don't stock up on compound. Okay? Don't do it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Don't do it. Okay. I spent 5 months with garbage. I don't care how good you think your compound is. Do not buy a 6 month supply. I don't care how good you think it is. I don't care. Maybe if you want to buy a 2 month and then another 2 month, okay? Do not buy half a year of compound. One, let's get into it. I don't even think that's safe. I don't think it's safe. I don't. Like my compound. So I had one vial that expired before I got to use it. Like the bud date had passed, and I still used it. Don't be like me. Consult your doctor. But I still used the first 3 injections, but I shortened my window. So I shortened, because it was trash anyway. So it didn't matter that I shortened my window to every 5 days instead of every 7. Like it was garbage anyway, but I wanted to use it. So to hold me over. So I did. And I just threw the last dose away or whatever. Don't do it. Don't waste your money. I don't think getting compound for 6 months is safe. I don't. I think compound is meant to be short term. It's meant to be done in short batches, which is what some people's beef was with the 503 A's doing these large orders of compound. 503Bs are built to do that, but the 503A's doing these massive orders for telehealth companies. Mistakes are bound to be made. Okay. Do not get you a 6 month supply of compound. I promise you, just get it every 2 months. And if you're worried that you're going to lose access, it'll be okay. Zepbound is still available. It may cost you a little bit more. And I'm not saying that as if I'm not sensitive to people's finances. I am sensitive to that, but do not, you would be better off not doing. Do not because to me, if you're already willing to buy a 6-month supply of compound, finances aren't your concern. If you got the money to put $1,500 to $2,500 into 6-month supply, don't do that. Don't do that. Go ahead and get you a 4-month supply of Zepbound for that same money, or a 5. Yeah, does it suck that you can't get as much Zepbound? Yes, it does. But I'm just saying. All right, let me get through some of these comments. Oh, we went through that one. That's why the FDA has to police them. Absolutely. People can't. Let me not say these people can't be trusted. I think compound is a good on-ramp, and we're gonna get to whether or not I wasted my time even starting with compound. I don't think I did. I don't even need to wait. I don't think I wasted my time by starting with compound, but I think I stayed on compound for too long. When things started to fall apart, I should have just switched to Zepbound. The vials were available. Now, had the vials not been available, there was no way I was switching to Zepbound. I would have switched to semaglutide before I switched to Zepbound. I'm not paying $1,000 a month for no Zepbound. I'm not doing it. I will have, and if I do, it's because I got 3 jobs to make it happen, and y'all won't be seeing me on here because I ain't gonna have no time because I'm busy working trying to pay for my Zepbound. Yeah, that's how that's gonna work. Okay. So I've been waiting to address this, Jen, because I've seen you say it a couple of times that you don't support compound. Okay, so I'm not a fan of compound. I'm a pharmacist, and I lived through New England compounding, where 60 people were unalived from compounding. So I don't trust them, especially now. I covered this in my last video, second to last video. One of these videos, I covered this, where I said these compounding pharmacies and these telehealth companies are doing stuff that nobody told them to do. Who told you that it was safe or even appropriate to add B12, B5, B6, B whatever, glycine, or whatever else to the compound? Who said you could do that? Who said you could do that? They were busy trying to get around the patent, and that's why they were doing that. But who said that was safe? What studies did y'all do to say that was going to work out correctly? Which is why I did not like getting my compound from pharmacies that mix their compound. The ones that did, I got one order from them, and when I got my prescription and saw that it was mixed, I used it and never ordered it from them again. Mochi ordered one time. Joint Fridays, when they switched to Red Rock and started compounding with glycine, which was a Joint Fridays decision, that was because they are the ones that write the prescription, right? That was their decision, and the compounders just compounded. No, I don't want that. And it was trash anyway, but I don't want that. But like I was saying in a previous video, I decided to go ahead and make the switch to Zepbound because suddenly everybody was popping up with 6-month supplies. I knew my 6-month supply was trash, so there was no way I was going to risk ordering from Orderly again. And I didn't trust that they weren't going to cut corners. And when I say they, I don't mean necessarily Orderly. I'm not attacking Orderly, but I mean in general telehealth and in general the compounding pharmacies. When everyone started getting sued, everybody started upping production. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't want to be the one that's on the news like she got an infection from compound Tirzepatide and the compound was contaminated. And listen, I'm not trying to fearmonger. I don't think that compounding at small amounts is unsafe. Compounding has been around forever. But remember, I said they started acting like they was going to start compounding out the trap house. They was going to start getting they compound out the trap house just to get it to the people. Like how is one compounding pharmacy going down and then you just reroute? And then they go down and you just reroute. And then they go down and you just reroute. Next thing you know, you got 17 telehealth companies routing their prescriptions to one pharmacy. And you think mistakes aren't going to be made with that? With these 503A making these large batches of compound. You think mistakes aren't going to be made with that? I'm not even saying mistakes can't be made with Zepbound. But I'm not about to take that chance with compound no more. I'm not about to do it. I'm not saying compounding is unsafe. In general, I just think that they started acting real suspicious. Okay? They started acting real suspicious. They started acting a little careless. No, I'm okay. Like I said, unless my financial status changes, like God forbid I lose my job or something like that, and the only way for me to not quit cold turkey is to so probably what's gonna, God forbid, right, what would happen for me if financially I just could not pay for Zepbound anymore at $500 a month. If that happened, what will probably happen for me is if I don't have enough Zepbound on hand, I will probably go back to Compound to wean myself off, and then I would have to be done until my financial situation changed. But I don't want to quit cold turkey. So if I only have 1 to 2, maybe 3 vials of Zepbound left, and God forbid I lose my job or something, and I don't have savings because I'm aggressively tackling debt, this is the Dave Ramsey method. Don't keep savings. Keep a little bit on the side for emergencies, but in essence, everything expendable goes to debt. Okay, so that's the method that I'm using, so I don't have a large savings. If for some reason my financial situation changes because of a job loss or whatever, that's the only way I will go back to Compound, because it's a little bit cheap. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't even do it. I probably wouldn't even go back. I probably would just order as much Zepbound as I could and work my and try to wean my, but see, the thing about the Zepbound is the single dose vials. At least with Compound, I could titrate myself down. So that would be the only reason I would go back. If I really need to wean myself off and I can't quite get it done with Zepbound because of the single dose vials, you can't dose it out in small amounts. Yes, that would send me back to Compound temporarily until I could work out my finances. But other than that, nah. Nature Girl says, I love how you tell us this about certain compounding pharmacies. I got my Zepbound vials yesterday. My shot day is not till Monday, but they got them to me in one day. I'm loving Lilly Direct. Listen, Eli Lilly has their ear to the streets. Okay, come here. Let me tell y'all something. Eli Lilly has their ear to the streets, but they are trying to protect their own interests financially in their investors. Okay, they're trying to make as much money as for their investors as possible, and for their companies, and for their CEO as possible, and for themselves as possible, because that's how things work in America, and they're allowed to do it. Okay, so they can charge whatever the hell they want. But they have their ear to the streets. That's how we got the vials in the first place. Hashtag release the vials happened last year. And Lilly released the vials with catches and caveats and at not horrible, but expensive prices. But we got a step closer to what we need from them. They released the vials, okay, in doses up to the 10 milligram, but it was still overpriced. Now, well, actually, before that, they actually introduced a way to get the vials discounted, right? So if you refill every 45 days, 4 to 5, whew, I don't know if that was New York or country. Y'all tell me, which one was that? 4 to 5. I don't know which one that was. Was it North Carolina or was it New York? Because I'm from New York, but I live in North Carolina. Okay. So they introduced the $100 off if you refill every 45 days. Oh, I said it again. 45 days. Oh my God, 4 to 5. And that's a way to lock you in to have to constantly place your refills with them. They are now planning to release the 12.5 milligram and the 15 milligram in single dose vials that will be available for $4.99 if you refill every 45 days. So again, they're locking you in to the price by having you refill. Very annoying, but it's a step closer, okay? They are slowly introducing more accessibility, but they could do better. I will not be satisfied until I see Zepbound below $3.99. And to be honest, I think it should be below $2.99. But I'd accept $2.50. I would accept $2.50. But of course, I mean they do it for like $20 in Europe. They could do it, and I'm just trying to keep that mindset of like, this is America, this is an American corporation. They're not going to give it to us for $20 unless insert. You all right, Brody? Okay. Insert Novo Nordisk and their new pill that's coming out. I was supposed to review the downside stream, but I didn't get a chance to. Novo Nordisk has a new product coming out that might be a whole lot better than Zepbound. So that may force that may force Eli Lilly to do something drastic with the prices, but we will see. Only time will tell. But my point is, Eli Lilly has their ear to the streets. They're listening. They're just being incredibly stubborn because they want to be able to make as much money as much money as possible while they still have this patent. Okay, so that's what it is. But I'm digging. I'm loving Lilly Direct. I'm loving Zepbound. Oh God. So we talked about the horrible compound, right? There was nothing I could do about it. You barking at me? What's the beef, bro? What's the beef? What do you want? Hello? Hi. You want my attention? Okay. So 5 months, no progress, bouncing back and forth between 200 and 203 pounds. It was incredibly frustrating. Now, do I think had I changed my diet sooner, I could have gotten some progress? Yes, but the whole point in being on compound or Tirzepatide period is to help you with the food noise. And food noise was still a thing when I had the trash compound. So there was nothing I could do. I was stuck for 5 months. I was stuck, no progress. I couldn't listen. Let me tell you something. I cannot wait to be done. Like with each vial that I went through, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to be done. Like I had considered switching to Zepbound like 2 months earlier and just ditching the last 2 vials of compound. Oh, he's fussing at me because it's dinner time. Well, it ain't dinner time until later, but he starts fussing at me if I take too if he feels like I'm taking too long. Here, you want a treat? It's not dinner time yet. Okay. Here, come get your treat. There you go. Good boy. All right. So I got stuck for 5 months and I almost ditched my last 2 vials of compound in order to switch to Zepbound. So, oh, now he's excited. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like he's galloping around. If I feed you, will you stop? No, it's not time yet. There you go. More treats. I'm distracted now. Animal love. Okay. So I decided to switch to Zepbound because 1, I did not want to deal with the uncertainty of the compounding pharmacies anymore. I was just done. I was over it. Plus, I did not want to risk having any more experiences with horrible, ineffective compound that just does nothing for me. After 5 months with no progress, there was no way. There was no way I was going to risk it with another. I wasn't about to switch to another telehealth company. Like that was it. That was it. I was done. In fact, I had temporarily switched back to Mochi like a few months before, and then they started getting sued, and then Mochi wouldn't refund me my membership, so I was done with them too. Do y'all see the TikToks of the people, the affiliates of Mochi, disowning them and stuff like that? There you go. Yeah, Mochi. I think they've gotten themselves together since then, but Mochi was on some BS. So I decided to switch to Zepbound, and that was the only way. No, and I changed my diet. Okay, so two ways that I broke my stall. So now we talked about what I did wrong and how, because to be honest with y'all, 40 pounds in 10 months is crazy. That's borderline unacceptable. That's borderline unacceptable for all of the money that we spend on these medications. And I would say probably about 50 to 60% of that was my own doing. No, I'd say about 50%. But the other 50% was just, I don't consider compound to be reliable. Okay. I don't consider it to be, is it good? If you get it from a good compounding pharmacy, yes. Can it get you started? Can it even get you where you're going? Plenty of people have met their goal on compound. Sure. But you F around and get you some bad product and you're screwed. Okay. And you're out of your money and there's nothing you can do about it. So now that I'm on, I finished my first month of Zepbound. It's been a wonderful experience. Like, I don't think I've described maybe with Hollandale, but I don't think I've described any of my time on compound as a wonderful experience. I spent more time being frustrated than anything. I spent more time being frustrated than anything. But since being on Zepbound, like when I took my first Zepbound injection, I was like, oh, this is what this is supposed to be like. Oh my God. I can't believe I was fooled for so long. That's why the people that say it's no difference, I don't believe y'all. You're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me. Y'all are in this chat cutting y'all are cutting up. Do the vials last a year? Yes, they do. I think it's like a year and a month or something like that. Like, I think my vials, or is it 2 years? Because I think Jen said 2 years. Is it 2 years, Jen? Because technically my vials say 2027, but I thought it said like a month after, like a year and a month. I don't know. Let me know. Over a year. I think it's over a year. Mama had a shower while baby naps. You're supposed to be putting the kid outside for the fast. Kick the kids out. Yes, a year. Okay. I had a bad experience, lack of quality, and why I went with. This is what I'm talking. So it's not just me. I want to know, Nature Girl, if you haven't said it already, who were you with? I've only lost 42 pounds in 79 weeks. Been on Manjaro the whole time, but I'm not going to lie. Let me zoom in because I'm a little, can't see. I don't know what T2D is. I don't know what that means. Should I know that? And have PCOS. So slow loss is expected. I'm okay with that. Okay. Love Dr. Tina. Yes. Most of these pharmacies at best can give you a 90 days. Exactly, Jen. So where they coming from with 6 months? Something is not right about that. Something is not right about that. I never considered compound GLP-1 because I wasn't sure which of the companies could be trusted. Also, they all had different additives and that made me uncomfortable. Like, where was the man? I'll accept $100 for at least the baby dose. Give me 2.5 for $100. I might take 3 years to lose my weight. I don't give up because I think it would be that good. I think their 2.5 is probably really good. Mochi Peeps going on a cruise soon. Still weird to me. It's because of Mochi they're going. Mochi Peeps. Like people, like affiliates? 2026? 4 years Zepbound? When did you get it? You got it in 2025? Mine says 2027. So I'm not sure. Of course. So listen, I'm not lying about that it's not like the compound comes from Orderly. Orderly gets it from a compounding pharmacy and it's trash when you get it. It's absolute horrible. It's garbage. Garbage can. Oh, type 2 diabetes. Okay. T2D. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I don't know. Okay, so I've been on Zepbound for a month. Life is good. Let me tell y'all. I will be taking my 5th injection of Zepbound tomorrow when I'm done with my fast. My fast will end at 5 p.m. Central Time. I will then take my Zepbound. I don't want to risk dropping my blood sugar while I'm fasting. It's not going to get to a dangerously low level, I don't think. I'm pretty confident that it wouldn't get dangerously low, but I will feel like crap. Do y'all know what it's like? Like, do you know what that feeling is like when your blood sugar is really, really low and you feel like you're about to pass out or you start getting like the shakes? It's not a good feeling. So I don't want to have to, hold on. I almost choked when I read this comment. Wait a minute. My compound from Orderly Meds was $4.99. Oh, for the starter. I thought you meant per vial. I almost died. Okay, $4.99 for the starter 3 months. We're okay. I said they raised the price on that trash, on that garbage. Oh my God. I understand why people go through compound, but I wouldn't tell a friend to do it. They can be safe, but they are becoming unsafe. 10 months ago, I would have easily told someone to start Compound. Do your research, all of that. It's fine. Now that I'm on Zepbound, I will say don't waste your money. But I'm not like this channel is for people that are trying to lose weight in general. So if you're on Compound, I'm not judging. That's how I started. Like you will not hear me recommend to somebody to go on Compound at this point. Like unless they already want to do it. Like if somebody was like, well, how can I get started on the GLP-1? I'm not mentioning Compound. I'm mentioning Zepbound. Now, if they were to stress financial strain, then I may say, well, there is another route, but I still would recommend if you could swing it, or if you can go through some of the ways that that I talked about, either getting extra money or cutting your expenses. If you could find an extra $100 or $200 in your budget, I recommend. Like if you can't eat out to afford Zepbound, then you can't eat out. If you can't eat out to afford it, to afford brand over the risk of Compound, like to be honest with you, I'm just waiting for the day where a much bigger creator hears me say that and then tells me I'm a fearmongerer. I'm just waiting for the day. It's gonna happen. How much y'all want to bet? Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet that either a creator is gonna see it or a viewer is gonna see it and send it to a creator? Creator, it's vanity. Fearmongers about compound tirzepatide or something. Tells people not to take it. I never told people not to take it. I said don't get no 6-month supply and waste your money. That's what I said. I said if you could swing it, and if you can't swing it, find the swing. Like if you don't got the 500, but you got 300, find the extra 200 and go to Zepbound. Find it. Look for it. Budget your money. Stop eating out or whatever. And if you really you just can't find it, okay, then fine. Go to Compound. I'm just okay. Make sure you're with a certified compounding pharmacy or whatever. If you can get it through your primary care physician, even better. But these telehealth companies, like definitely try to pick. I didn't consider this before. I just assumed all of the telehealth companies had our best interest at heart and we're ethical. Silly me, goofy me. But some of them are starting to act a little unethical. They starting to act a little unethical. Yeah, they trying to they'll get that compound out the trap house if they could get it to the people. I'm telling you, they'll get it out the trap house. They don't care. For a bargain and still sell it at $200-$300 a pop. Not Eli Lilly, but the compounding, the telehealth companies. Was using pens until March and then I started vials. Okay, why did you switch? Because it's because of affordability or what? Why'd you switch? I've been on a compound from a pharmacy with a med spa. Pharmacy out of Houston and Dallas, all garbage. I would suspect. Babes, what's wrong? You yelling at ghosts over there. All right. Y'all about to come with me in this kitchen so I can feed this dog. Because you still got like 2 hours. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling? No, we're not doing that. But yeah, so I can imagine the med spa stuff is trash because remember the 4 pre-filled vial syringes of semaglutide. How are you supposed to keep the potency if you pre-fill the vials a month in advance? I mean the syringes a month in advance. How is that supposed to work? How is that supposed to work? You pre-fill the syringes a month in advance. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm not believing you, Journey of Life. No, they didn't. They did not raise the price on that garbage. They did not. They did not raise the price on that garbage. They did not. Absolutely not. Super excited about brand soon. Yes. Val, were you the one that your doctor wouldn't prescribe to you at first, so you had to find another doctor? I think that was you. I'm excited for you to start too. Absolutely. It's not worth the money. You may as well just spend the extra money and go to Zepbound. Just spend it. Spend it. You may as well just spend it. You may as well just spend it. I am living a good life on Zepbound. I am happy. Like, I swear, I didn't realize how like frustrating being on compound was until I switched. Hi, you're falling out of the clouds. That's a new name, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Wanted to do an in-between dose. Okay, yeah. Like even so, the in-between doses have a bad reputation, but on Zepbound, the 7.5 is legit. I like it. I don't feel a need to go up to a 10. If things get real difficult for me, I'll go up to a 10. But so far, changing my diet has worked, and I think, and also walking. I think walking is helping me too. But I think if I go back to the gym and be consistent, that will help me as well. Yeah, I think that'll help. Was on compounded through Weight Watchers. They had to stop supplying it. I'm not surprised. How much was it, if you don't mind sharing, through Weight Watchers? What did y'all think about Oprah not admitting she was on a GLP-1, or when she finally admitted it? I don't care. Oprah ain't my generation, so I don't care nothing about no Oprah. But I'm just curious, what did y'all think about that? Because I was like, lady, you can't be trusted. Lady, you cannot be trusted. I'm waiting for Lizzo to come out. I want Lizzo to join the camp so she can tell people the truth. Amen. This is a good life. It is. It's a good life. It's a good life on Zepbound. I can't say the same for compound. It's a good life on Zepbound. I feel great. I feel wonderful. The appetite suppression is right where it needs to be. It's a bit more effective than the compound, which is why I've decided to just take a couple more days to do my next injection. So instead of on the 7th day, I'm waiting until the 10th day, because I just wanted a couple of days where I can actually eat. Like, my hunger is back and I'm loving it. Not ravenously, but like enough. Like, it's been 16 to 18 hours since you ate, you're hungry. It's like that. It's very natural, but I definitely don't have as much food aversion as when I take my injection in the beginning of the week. But I'm not recommending you stretch your dose. Follow Lilly's titration schedule. Well, not their titration schedule. Now they recommend staying on the dose as long as it works and then titrating up. Well, yeah, so yeah, follow that. And then follow their schedule as far as injecting every 7 days, unless you confirm with your doctor that it's okay to inject later or whatever. Like, Lilly confirms that if you need to change your date to something sooner, wait at least 3 days. And then the half-life of Zepbound Tirzepatide is 5 days. So by day 5, it's lost half of its efficacy. Okay, so Zepbound. Oh my gosh, it's the best. I'm waiting. No, she didn't. Why do you keep coming in here bothering me, Jen? No, it's you and Journey. She didn't say, she pulled a Jaclyn Hill. I don't believe you. I'm looking it up. You're not about to play with me. I've been waiting for this moment. Oh my God. All I did was put Lizzo in Google, and Lizzo OZEMPIC came up. I'm sharing my screen. Sidebar. I'm sharing my screen. Hold on. Let's take that away. We'll bring that back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. We're not about to do this, bro. We're not about to do this. Like, you're not about to play with me. You're not about to just tell me that Lizzo dropped the OZEMPIC ball. She dropped the semaglutides ball, and I didn't know. She said the magic words, and I didn't know. Oh my gosh, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Something just happened to my screen. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Why did my chat box? Oh, probably because I'm sharing. Okay. Y'all. Lizzo admits she tried Ozempic for weight loss, but reveals what really worked for her. She's pulling a Jaclyn Hill. Bruh. I'm being peer pressured. She's pulling pulling a Jacqueline Hill. What? June 20? This just happened? I'm about to drag her. I'm about to drag her. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. I'm about to drag her, not for taking Ozempic, but for pulling a Jacqueline Hill. I didn't drag Jacqueline. I didn't drag her. I essentially said she was a little dumb, but that's because she ain't a little dumb. Ow, boy. Ow. Come on. What are you trying to reach your snacks? Bro, I don't have nothing in my hand. Hold on. This is what I get. This is what I get for trying to have a little bit of a life, okay? She's pulling a Jacqueline Hill. Oh my God. And then she gonna say calories in versus calories out. I'm a snap. So now we gonna take weight loss advice from Lizzo? No. I want to know more. When did you try it? Lizzo revealed on June 19th that she has tried Ozempic and other GLP-1 drugs, but she no longer uses them and has instead been using mind over. I'm gonna drag her for playing in my face. I'm gonna drag her. I'm going to drag this lady. I'm going to drag this lady for playing in my motherfucking face. Okay? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Okay? So for me, when I actually started eating whole foods and eating like beef and chicken and fish, lie. Soon as somebody says like, you know they lying. Like beef and chicken and fish, I was actually full and not expanding my stomach. But I put in a lot of like fake things in there that wasn't actually filling me up. I don't like this. She looks good, but I don't like this. You gonna play in everybody's face like this? And you know what? You know why I'm not surprised? Like I'm flabbergasted. But I'm not completely surprised because she had a little, I don't know about now, but she had a little TikTok stint going. And this is how TikTokers act. They act like everybody's fucking stupid. They act like everybody's, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. I can't believe her. She tried it, but it didn't work for her. She just, so what you trying to tell me, Lizzo? Lizzo, come here. What you're trying to tell me, right? Let me put myself on the big screen. What you're trying to tell me, what you're trying to tell me, Lizzo. Hold on. We got to get her face in there. Hold on. What you're trying to tell me, Lizzo, is that the infamous calories in versus calories out. Eat whole foods and work out a little bit. That's what worked for you after being 800 pounds? Yes, I said it. 800 of them things. And promoting to people that it's okay to be 800 pounds and making a whole career off of being 800 pounds. I'm not fat shaming her, but she just played in my face. She just lied. She just played in my face. So you gonna tell me that you couldn't lose weight all that time and you tried GLP-1s and they didn't work, semaglutides, right? Because she said a couple of them, semaglutides. It's very Jacqueline Hill coded. But you realize after trying GLP-1s, you just had to eat better and eat less. You just had to change up your macros and eat less. You figured it out? Really? Okay. I'm mad at Jen. I don't know why you did this to me. This is not what this stream was about. I cannot believe. I have been waiting for this moment. I have been waiting, and I was just gonna be like, you know what? She finally admitted it. She was nervous. Welcome to the club, girl. Don't let them shame you out your semaglutides. Like I was waiting for her to admit it so she can come join the club and be honest and be like, you know what? I thought I thought I wanted to be a big girl and I didn't. And I found a way that works for me. And I was wrong about a couple things, but I'm here. I'm beautiful. And yes, we should all be on these semi-glutides, right? Like, no. She took the Jaclyn Hill way. Oh yeah, I tried it, but it didn't work. Is it because people already figured it out, Lizzo, that you were on Ozempic? Is it because people figured it out about 5-6 months ago? Is that what happened? So you decided to come out and say that you at least tried it, but it didn't work. Why are you lying to the people? Lizzo's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. Okay. I got you. 179 a month, and you was able to get 1.75. Oh, I didn't realize that was a dose. Oh, okay. I see what they did there. Okay. Nelly, if I'm saying that right, another one out of the clouds. I'm glad I came across your video because I've been back on Tirzepatide since October 24, and I only lost 15 pounds from October to December, and only 10 pounds from January to June. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I covered what I was doing wrong on Compound, and when you get time, you can always scroll back. It's a long video. I'm always on live forever. You can scroll back to the beginning and watch what I covered. But essentially, I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't work out enough, and my Compound was trash for 5 out of the 10 months. I had some really bad qualities on Compound. Now that I've switched to Zepbound, I don't have them problems no more. Yes, it's amazing. Being on brand is no. Jen, this article is from, maybe they're late, but this article is from June 20th. Are you saying she said this a while ago that she tried it? It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Bernadette, another one out of the clouds. How? What? No, it's the TikTokers. It's the TikTok syndrome. They can't just tell the truth. They can't just tell. Like, I asked y'all before, do I need to go to TikTok? Do I need to go over there? Because it is the land of the Lulu and lies. It is the land of the Lulu and lies. Like, I hope I never have so much success in life that I have to live in the land of the Lulu and lies. That's why I need segue. Quick plug. If you haven't, well, I know a lot of you haven't already, but please support the channel by becoming a member, okay? Because I don't want to end up in the land of Delulu and lies. I don't. Like, let me tell you right now, if Lily come a knocking on my door with an offer, best believe I'm going to take it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They better hope Novo Nordisk. Well, I can't even say I would take it if it was Novo Nordisk, because I don't know if their product's good. I'm not gonna lie and say it's good. But if they wanted me to try it and see if it was good, I would fuck around and not even last long, because if it's not good, then I would have to tell the people that I didn't think it was good. I thought Zepbound was better. Like, I haven't even tried. This is not fair. I haven't even tried Ozempic or Wegovy, and I already think Zepbound and Mounjaro are better, just from the research that I've done. But I could be wrong. I haven't tried both. I haven't tried Ozempic, ended up on Zepbound. That's what she meant to say. No. She meant to say she went to that med spa and got semi-glutides. Actually, I don't even think the celebrities were doing that. I think they truly had the plug and was on Ozempic. I don't even think they were on Compound. I really don't. I think the people that didn't know how to get Ozempic were going to the med spas. But when we was all on lockdown getting fat and the celebrities were getting skinny, they was on Ozempic. Lizzo was just a little late to the party. You know who else I think is on Ozempic? Not that y'all care. Ice Spice. Meg Thee Stallion. I'm gonna just show y'all. I'm gonna just show you. And I'm not GLP-1 shaming. I just don't like when people get online and pretend they lost weight by working out. Why are they doing that to her? That is not a good before and after. I saw one recently of her in her swim. What the fuck did I put in here? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I said before and stallion. Let's see. Okay. See that? I know she works out. She has a gym body. I know she works out. I know she does. This was mean. I don't know why they did this. Hold on. Oh, I'm like, can y'all even see that? Hold on. Let me make myself smaller. And let me do that. Okay, this is ridiculous. She was not that big. I don't know why they did that. But like this one here. Yep. Yep. And then hold on. Hey puppy, are you yelling at me? Look at that. See that? You see that? Do you see that? That's OZEMPIC body. That's OZEMPIC bod. And you know what? It's okay. I just wish they would tell the truth. I just wish they would tell the truth. That's OZEMPIC bod. That's OZEMPIC bod, bro. It just is what it is. It just it just is what it is. Okay, enough of that. Like enough. Let's go back to me. Like, cause just enough. I'm just over it. She used them 6 months ago. Yeah, that's about the time she started coming out with them weight loss pitch. We all know people who have always been heavy that suddenly have lost weight, did it with some kind of intervention, and it's usually never just eating right and exercising. I know people that take fasting and keto very seriously, like without any cheating or whatever, they lose weight very quickly. I know that because I did it. But it's not a problem, but the reality is you have to keep doing it. And if you don't, you gain the weight back. Just like on a GLP-1, you have to keep taking it or you gain the weight back. I don't like her either, but I wanted her to tell the truth. Okay? I wanted her to tell the truth. I did. Semi-glutides, bro. Listen, I don't know her music. That's the crazy part. I just know she was being a mean person on TikTok. I know she was. You're going to be hosting the Eli Lilly cruise? I was about to say something mean. Y'all, I don't know if Black people can be trusted on cruises. Now let me stop. Yeah, if they pay me, sure, why not? If they pay me. Eli Lilly, I know y'all hear me. I know y'all AI is picking up that I'm talking, okay? I know the AI is picking it up. Okay. Let me take y'all into this kitchen because this dog is not gonna let me live. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Who didn't fall out of the cloud yet? A couple of y'all. Leave a comment. Be nice. Say hi. Tell me how you're doing on your GLP-1 journey. If you're not on a GLP-1, tell me how you're doing on your weight loss journey or whatever. And actually, let me give y'all something to watch while I go feed this dog. Let me give y'all something to watch real quick because this is an outrage. This is an absolute just flippity floppity flop outrage. This is an outrage. Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Let's see what's going on with Jackie. Let's see what's going on with Jackie real quick. I know y'all like her. Y'all like her so much, don't y'all? Y'all like her so much. Oh, she hasn't posted a video since that last one. Ooh, is she in hiding? Have y'all checked on her? Have y'all checked on her? Oh God. Look at this. I wasn't trying to do this, but look at this. I'm gonna subject you to this. Look at this, bro. Oh my gosh, where is it? This one. Look at this.
Y'all, I was gonna bump like this.
I'm just me. The world is ready for self-love. After 2 years of strength training, calorie counting, and
after 2 years of strength training and calorie counting.
And even a joke acknowledging all the fans who think she's on Ozempic, Lizzo shared she's dropped 16% body fat and has met her weight loss goal, a number she hasn't seen on the scale since 2014.
Let this be a reminder that you can do anything.
I don't like this lady. I don't even want to finish it. I don't like this lady. I don't like her. She's so
Anything
fake.
you set your mind to.
The proud post comes 3 months after the singer's weight loss drug Halloween costume inspired by South Park.
Man, that South Park episode was funny as hell. It sure was. It sure was. I was looking for I thought I could find a video of somebody talking about it, but no. Okay, give me a second. I'm still gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna just turn my camera off for a second so that I can go feed this puppy. All right. So where's Journey of Life? Because didn't you say you was gonna come up here? Putting you on the spot. Who's gonna come up here today? You see how I just turned my camera off? That's all y'all gotta do. It's super easy. That is all y'all have to do is come up here and turn that camera off. And do you have any questions for me while I'm live? Oh, also, who joined the fast? Because it is officially beyond 6 p.m. on the East Coast. So everybody, not everybody, but whoever agreed to do the fast should be fasting by now. Who's fasting? Who punked out? And who hasn't started yet? And don't lie either, because I'm going to know. Who started their fast? Oh, what y'all talking about? They did drag her down. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go look at, we were supposed to go look at the comments. Let's go look at the comments on her video. Hold on. Because somebody said they was dragging her about the tank top. Hold on. It's a demon. We're not going to watch the video. Oh my God. Oh no. I just hate the title. I tried the GLP-1 for 3 months. Can y'all see this? Okay, hold on. Let me take myself off. And let me try that. Does that work? Can y'all see that to some extent? How clear is that? Before I get to reading. How clear is it? I'm gonna end up reading it out loud anyway, but I just want to know how clearly y'all can see it. The first comment, matter of fact, no, let's sort by most recent. Let's do that. What? Jacqueline switched alcohol to GLP-1, stay away from drugs. What the? I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Cravings because you are eating sugar and ultra processed foods. Please don't go back to this doctor. She lied on that doctor, y'all. There was no doctor. Why people believe she really had a doctor? She lied on that doctor. She went to the med spa. Wasn't no damn doctor. Look, weight gets the goal weight, but can't fit into jeans, so stays on medication she doesn't even need. I was thinking the same thing because she kept saying like, oh, if I could just lose a pound, if I could just lose 10 pounds, if I could just lose 5 more pounds. You seem very manic in this video. The past 5 to 8 years have been you obsessing with your weight. It's a number. Stop obsessing. Well, that sounds like a person that has never been overweight in their life. I will be fair and say that people that have struggled with their weight sometimes obsess over weight. Look, I work in the medical field. I have no idea what this scammer of a doctor supposedly saw in this blood work to recommend GLP-1s. I was wondering the same goddamn thing. Have you tried mental health meds? Because that's your real issue, honey. That is mean. What happened? What are we congratulating Nelly on? Hold on. I want to come back and share that I had already lost 75 pounds on my own, eating plant-based and vegan, but I came to a 7-8 month stall and couldn't seem to break it. So I started taking Zepbound. Absolutely. You can lose weight without a GLP-1. Congratulations. 70 in less than 9 months. And congratulations, because I'm stuck at 40. Well, I ain't stuck at 40 no more, but I lost 40 and it took freaking 10 months. Congratulations. 24 pounds since February. Outstanding. Nice. Sandy, how tall are you? I like to ask people's heights because my chat is full of tallies. Oh, okay. Congratulations. She used to have an alcohol problem. Oh, she did. Aw. I've been working out like crazy though, and not eating much but protein and fiber and electrolytes. Okay, I actually have some Pedialyte that I drank today in preparation for this fast. And that's probably what I'm going to break my fast with. I feel like I'm going to lose a ton of water and electrolytes over the next 24 hours. Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Tell me I'm not reading to myself and y'all can clearly see that I'm sharing my screen. Jacqueline, you are my age. Get it together. Young girls watch this garbage. Mm. 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 Wow. She's 30. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. People are still commenting on this. Okay. Okay. All right. Your doctor needs her license taken. I'm telling y'all, I wasn't no doctor. She done lied on somebody. She done fabricated a doctor. She done fabricated a dang doctor. I'm curious. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see how much she's been talking about her weight loss. My 6-month transformation. And
I just love Jacqueline's journey so much. I have to be honest. If anyone asks me what my favorite thing is I do on social media, it's this. It's such like a quiet little corner of the internet for me. I feel like it's such a judgment-free zone. I can talk about things that I feel like I can't take on other socials, like on other apps. It's like, I really feel a community here with you guys. So we are going to be talking about balance, maintenance, all of that jazz. As of right now, let's talk about my goals. Let's talk about the way I feel. Let's talk about my body, yada, 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 yada. That's what we like to call progress right there. Okay, so I am currently not trying to lose any more weight. I am...
Girl, bye. Shut the hell up. Girl, shut the hell up. What? This is before the Ozempic video. This is before the semi-glutides video. I just wanted to see what she was talking about. She really came over here playing in people's face. Did she pull a Lizzo or did a Lizzo pull a Jacqueline? Who do we want to blame for this? Who do we want to blame for this? Did Lizzo pull a Jacqueline or did she pull a Lizzo? I'm inclined to say she pulled a Jacqueline. This is Jacqueline's L to hold. And Lizzo pulled a Jacqueline. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. So this was, how long ago was this? And she was talking about she didn't want to lose no more weight. But then came back with a whole I'm trying Ozempic video. Oh shit, I lost my screen. Hold on. Body yaddy. Now she gonna have that shit stuck in my head. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I lost the screen that I'm sharing. Where did it go? Where did it go? No. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, this is what I get for trying to do this with messy fingers. Hold on. Y'all can still see it, but where the freak is the window so I can press play? I done lost it. I done lost it. There it is. There you are, Jackie.
Right around 145 right now.
She was at 145 and kept going. You know what? I ain't going to judge because I'm kind of short, so I might get to 145 and keep going. I ain't really trying to judge her, but you know, she just makes everything seem so annoying. Like she's so fake and so extra and so over the top that it just irritates my soul.
Which is so exciting because that is the same weight when I launched my lipsticks. And that was such a big moment for me. Like, I really wanted to get down to that weight. Like, technically, I'd have to lose like 2.5 more pounds to be where I was when I launched my lipsticks. For some reason, I've always known my weight. I've never been obsessed, but I've always known it. But yeah, that's just like been a goal of mine this whole time because the lipsticks just put me in such a depression in my life that I wanted to get rid of all of the weight that came after that for like a therapeutic, metaphoric moment of like shedding the dead weight of the past, the weight that came with depression, the fear of failure. Now I'm at the point where I'm no longer necessarily trying to lose weight. There's definitely things about my body that I want to change. So it's more like body recomposition now, which is all about working out, toning up, all of that. I will not be mad if I continue to lose weight, but I'm no longer looking in the mirror hating myself. But I'm fine if I lose like another 10 pounds, but I'm no longer like trying to do that.
Yeah, she was on here playing in everybody's face. That's why they drug her ass. She was on here playing in everybody's face. Like she lost that weight. I mean, listen, I don't even want to say lost it naturally. I use that because it's easily understood because I am not against losing weight with the GLP-1, and I'm not against losing weight without it, as Sandy said in the chat. So it is what it is, but it's just like this you blame pizza. No, you're gonna have to explain that, because what did pizza do? What you talking about? Not I blame Lizzo for everything. Lizzo, okay, so let me ask y'all this. I know that I didn't have a conversation about it, but I've given my stance on like how fat acceptance is and how that's kind of like goofy. Not that you shouldn't love your body, but like that telling everybody that they should be fat, or that if you are overweight or obese, you shouldn't want to lose weight. How do y'all feel about that? Because that's essentially what Lizzo did, and that's my beef with her. She basically shamed people that wanted to lose weight and made people feel, especially young people, feel very encouraged about obesity. You know who else is pretty bad? Tess Holiday. Is her name Tess Holiday? Is it Tess Holiday? Let me see. She another bigums. That'd be, yeah, Tess Holiday. This lady here. This motherfucking lady here. Hold on. Let me Google her real quick. This lady. Her. She another one. That be spewing garbage. Her. Again, it ain't about fat shaming her. It's about like, stop spewing that garbage. I need to know what you blame pizza for. Okay, this dog just peer pressured me into feeding him. So now that he's fed, I'm assuming I'm free to live my life for the rest of the night. I'm assuming that's what that means. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, so unprofessional. This is why y'all can't expect nothing out of me until I get home, because I can't do nothing right. I can't do nothing right. Okay, hold on. Dog, are you gonna let me live now, or like what? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay. All right. Can I have a little bit of a life now? Let's see. Can I have a little bit of a life? A little bit? Okay. Lizzo did that, then cried about the next day. Did what? What did she do? Yes, I know. I'll get there eventually. I'll get my life together eventually. What did she do and then started crying about it? What happened now? What happened? What'd she do? I'm confused. I am confused. Let me get Tessie off my screen, because we ain't talking about her right now. Get her off my screen. Hey, Brody, what's up? No, what happened to my light? That was mean. Did it die? Maybe it needs a charger. Oh, I don't have it. Yeah, it's dying. All right, no light. No light for me. Okay, so we're going on 2.5 hours anyway, so I'm about to just get out of here. I might have to take this down. Oh, yes. Yeah, he does. He really does. I'm actually about to give him some attention. I'm about to go take him outside for however long he wants to stay out of there, because he's on one right now. Like, not only did he want to be fed early, but now he's galloping around like, okay, let's go play. So I'm about to give him all the love that he wants, because he's about to I'm leaving him on Sunday. It's been hard, guys. Instead of doing a stream, I really wanted to take a nap. I've been really sleep deprived. He is such a good boy, but I have been very, very sleep deprived. I'm really tired. And now we're into our fast. We're 2 hours into our fast. Okay. I ain't hear nobody pop out and say they started. What's going on? What happened? Where everybody at? I ain't hear nobody pop out and said they started their fast. So if tomorrow comes and I'm the only one breaking my fast, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna feel let down. I'm gonna feel my eyes are dry. I'm gonna feel really, really let down. Okay, so before I get out of here, let's go back to this picture real quick, because yay, look at me. Look, guys. Look, guys, look. That's progress. How much did I weigh in March? I think 200, 203. Oh, journey of life. I'm gonna let you slide. But it was 6 Eastern. Okay. So that means it would have been 3 in LA. But you know what? That's kind of ridiculous. So you're right. Do your thing. Don't listen to me. You're right. But guys, come on. Like, seriously, progress. Okay. Progress. What is this dress gonna one more thing before we get out of here? Can we talk about how has anybody ever looked up their ideal weight? Do we believe it or not? What do y'all think? When you look up your ideal weight for your height, do we believe it or not? Because I saw that my ideal weight being 5'3" was 115 to 125 pounds. I have not been 120 pounds since I was 10 years old. What are we doing? What are we doing here? And I know. So all of my friends and family are on Facebook, right? They're not on my YouTube. So like my cousin and my sister watch my YouTube, and maybe one of my brothers. But all of my family and friends are on Facebook, and I barely participate on Facebook. But y'all, when I pop out after losing 100 pounds, how much y'all want to bet people that didn't say nothing when I was 100 pounds overweight gonna have something to say? And what should my response be? Should I be patient or should I be the smart ass that I want to be? When I pop out with 100 pounds of weight gone, people are going to think I'm dying. Have y'all gotten that yet? I think I've asked this before. Like, has anybody gotten that? Oh my God, you're losing too much weight. Oh my God, you're so thin. Oh my God, you should stop. Oh my God, why are you using that medication? Oh my God. Are y'all getting that yet? Or have y'all gotten that? When I first told people, a couple of people, I wanted to lose 100 pounds, they was looking at me like, because I've been big my whole life. They was looking at me sideways. It's okay. They was looking at me. I could take this off now. They was looking at me. Oh yeah, it's dead. Okay. They was looking at me sideways. In both? Oh yeah. Yeah. That was my birthday. I was cute. There's a lot of pictures from my birthday that I didn't show. Well, this wasn't the day of, but there's a lot of pictures from that trip that I didn't show because I had gotten frustrated about all the filming and taking of pictures that I just ditched all the film. Like, I mean, I didn't ditch it. I kept it on my camera, but I never posted it. I never shared it. So this is the first time I'm sharing this video. I mean, this picture in this dress on the left. They say it every day. I get skinny shamed. I'm trying to brace myself. Alexa, turn on dining lamp. I'm trying to brace myself for how I'm going to feel or how I'm going to act when the time comes. I'm trying to brace myself for that. Because it's going to come. And I don't know what to say other than, why didn't you say anything when I was 240 pounds? That's the only answer that I know of. Like, I don't know how to, like, when the shaming comes, I don't know a nice way to handle it. I can't wait. I can't wait till you lose the last 25. I'm so excited for you. Where you been, slacker, you? As you see, if you're paying attention to your comment, you have a wrench because you're supposed to be in here kicking trolls out. I haven't had a troll in a minute, or a bot. But where you been? I ain't seen this name pop up in a hot minute. Where you be at? But yeah, oh, and thank you for the nice comment. Thank you. You're supposed to have your notification set. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all supposed to have your notification set. Set your notifications to all. And you're right, I didn't tell you. I just be doing stuff. I just be going live, and I never actually share the link out. So my bad. Not wrench snatching. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when people are like, what happened? Oh God. Have y'all gotten what happened? What did you do? But like a serious concern. Like, are you okay? You need to see a doctor. You need to see a doctor. I'm not ready. Because I don't know how to not be a smart ass in that moment. And you want to give people grace. Even though they're not giving you grace in the moment, they're being judgy, you want to give them grace. But it's like, oh, and remember I was complaining about my boyfriend, like whenever I'm trying to get below him, and whenever I lose weight, he loses weight. We must be synchronized some way, how, because I made it to 195 and he went down like 194, 193. But as I drop weight, he keeps dropping weight and he's not even trying. It's not in the cards for me. Y'all never gonna get that video of him picking me up. Well, you got the picture, but that was because we was in a pool and gravity was on my side. But I'm telling you, when I weigh less than him, not even when I weigh less, like when I get to my goal weight, my celebration is going to be him picking me up, because I've always been afraid of people picking me up. Don't drop me. This is a lot of weight to drop. I might break something. You drop me. Yeah. I got a lot of compliments on this dress today too. I mean, I'm in a place where no one knows me, so no one's going to be like, oh my God, your weight loss. But I got a lot of compliments on this dress today. Serious question. If your family, friends asked you, how did you lose weight? Would you say, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm doing this publicly. I got a couple people that know I'm on YouTube. I have a couple of family members. I was very shy to tell my family at first. My boyfriend snitched on me to my brother, so now my brother knows. My sister snitched on me to my other sister, so now my sisters know. My cousin snitched on me to my aunt, so now my aunt knows. I told like 3 people. I told my sister, my boyfriend, and my cousin, and they all snitched and told people. I said, don't tell nobody. I'm shy. I don't want people coming in the comments like, oh my God. I don't need people like my aunt will be like, I don't need none of that. I don't need y'all embarrassing me, okay? Wait, I do. I don't tell men all the time. Okay. We got a couple of men that watch the channel. We got a couple. We need some more, but we got a couple. Most of my family are happy I'm doing it. Some are a bit skeptical about GLP-1. Yeah. Oh, you might be behind. Okay, she's behind in the stream. Okay. All right, cool. I have nightmares of falling on my face if someone picks me up and breaking all my teeth. Breaking all my teeth is like my biggest fear in the whole entire world. I fear breaking all my teeth more than I fear dying. Falling on my face, this must have something to do with growing up in the inner city. Like, what do you think? This must have something to do with growing up in the inner city, because I fear breaking my grill on the concrete. I really do. Like, I have nightmares where all of my teeth fall out of my mouth. It's bad. It is bad. Because you do a lot of falling and banging yourself up on concrete when you grow up in the city. I mean, I guess that happens anywhere when you're kids. But something about being in the city, you know, I don't know. I got a fear. Of breaking all my teeth. I don't know. I don't like that. Don't pick me up. Sometimes men look at you crazy about it. Yes, my boyfriend looked at me. He looked at me crazy. I don't think he looked at me crazy. But when he talks to other guys about it, they don't understand. Like, it took him some time to understand. Like, I literally get off of streams And then he'll call me like titrate up or titrate down. Like he thinks it's funny. He'll be like, do you want brand or compound? I'm like, stop. Ozempic or Manjaro? Like he thinks it's a joke. Not a joke as in like in a mean way, but he like every time I get off a stream, he's like 7.5 milligram. I'm like, leave me alone. You're not invited anymore. Don't watch my YouTube channel. Do not watch my channel anymore. Because why do you know this much about GLP-1s? Why do you know? Because you watch me. Okay, but stop watching because it's not funny. It's not funny. Stop. I won't have my family. Okay. Not front teeth. Yeah, like I have nightmares about all my joints just fall like crumbling in my mouth. Like it's a literal fear of mine. And I fear falling on my face and busting my not scratching up my face, but busting my teeth. Busting my teeth. I also have a fear of like falling the wrong way and breaking my tailbone. Like once I learned that you can't fix a tailbone once it's broken, it became a fear of mine that I will break mine if somebody picks me up. Amen. Amen. It's not funny. He knows too much. He knows too much about GLP-1s now. And he learned it from watching my channel from like he's my most loyal watcher. He oh God, it's not funny. Don't encourage that. Don't encourage that. My first time was at a med spa, and tell me why the hell I walk out the doctor door, and see my cousin there who lives an hour away. Listen, I try to tell some of my family, but I'm not good. This is why I do this, because I'm not good at convincing my family of really anything. Like they can't be convinced of anything. Like I want my cousin or my sister to get on a GLP-1. They're not about to do that. I wish they would, because like who has time to struggle with weight? Who wants to do that? But there's also other stuff you got to do, like we talked about in this video, or you'll end up like me, only losing 40 pounds after spending thousands of dollars. Like that was the whole point of this stream, right? I spent thousands of dollars, and instead of losing 80 pounds, I only lost 40 because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, you know? So I definitely, you know what? Back to the question of what I tell them, yes. But would I recommend it? No. Because don't you know, like, you know that person that ain't going to do what they supposed to do, right? We all know that person, like in our circle, family or friend, that will be like, oh my God, tell me how you did it. And either one, they're not gonna really follow through. They're not gonna really follow through. Or if they really try to, they're gonna think it's truly a cheat code, but they're not gonna do anything they're supposed to do. And then they're gonna end up messing up, like they're gonna end up losing all their muscle or something stupid, and then you're gonna feel bad. Like, I should have never told you nothing. Like, I knew you wasn't gonna work out when you said you was gonna work out. Look at me, pot calling the kettle black. Who am I to be judging people? Have a good one, Jen. Thank you. I'm about to get out of here too. I've been on here forever. It was a guy cousin. He was in shock seeing me there. Yeah. Come on, reindeer. You coming up? You got us into the Jaclyn Hill shenanigans. You need to answer for your crimes. You need to answer for your crimes. Come up here. All right. Thank you to everybody that fell out of the clouds today. Sandy, I remember your name. I'm never going to forget that name. Sandy with 2 E's. Val was here. Rose fell out of the clouds. I'm not going to lie. I get eye strain, so my eyes are starting to get a little blurry. That's why I'm like squinting when I'm trying to read certain stuff. Bernadette fell out of the clouds. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are participating more and more as I go live. I do plan to get, like, y'all, I miss being able to just get in my car and make a video. I miss that. That's how we used to do things around here. But I know y'all like the live streams. I like the live streams too. I just want to be able to schedule them in advance, far enough in advance, so that people actually know I'm going to be live and they can get here in a timely manner. And if you come in late, it's fine. But ideally, 11 a.m. Saturdays is what we're going to be working with. But I also need to get back to some pre-recorded videos, because don't nobody want to watch this long ass shit. Like once it's like, people watch it while it's live, but once it's over and people are watching the re-upload, don't nobody want to watch this long ass shit. It's 2.5 hours long. Who got time for that? And if you are watching it, thank you. Thank you very kindly. Yes. Thank you very kindly. Thank you. Okay, so for those that started your fast already, buckle up. I'm going to be on here crying tomorrow. I guarantee. So I started at 5. By 10 a.m., I'm going to be hungry. So if I go live 2 to 3 times for about 20 minutes until 5 o'clock, don't judge me. Don't say nothing. Just show me support. Show me support. Get on your mobile device. Go to Visit Community. When you go to my channel, go to Visit Community and make a post encouraging me. Do that. That would be nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. When we started, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Now, in all fairness, you did say tap you in, and I did not follow up. But you're supposed to be on here with everybody else. Okay, you are in Eastern time tonight. So technically on the East Coast, you should have started at 6. But I said people can really start anytime as long as you go the full 24 hours. So what do you want to do? Do you want to start at 9? Like, did you eat dinner already and then go till 9 tomorrow? Or do you want to just wait until the next fast? Let me know what you want to do. But yeah, you can, if you already had dinner, you can start and just finish your fast tomorrow. Water, tea, and coffee only. No sugar, no bone broth, no nothing. No fat in your coffee, no butter, no nothing. Just water, preferably just water. But if you need it, tea and coffee unsweetened. Don't get no sweet herbal tea. You go start at 9. Okay. All right, that works. So that means tomorrow you have to give an update. When I come on, you have to say how you're doing, and then you have to give an update. Matter of fact, come on here and turn on your camera. Y'all gonna stop. Y'all gonna stop being so shy. Oh my God. No alcohol. It's just a fast. It's just a 24-hour fast. You gonna drink alcohol on the fast? Get her. Everybody, get her. Journey of life, get her. No alcohol. We just doing 24 hours. 24-hour fast. What do you mean alcohol? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, we're not doing that. What are you talking about? You acting up. You acting up. You act like you don't know what a fast is. That's crazy work. Plain green yogurt today and green tea. So technically I'm fasted since 12. Journey of life. You in this. We talked about this under eating thing, but we didn't really get into it. 11 minimum 24 hours, Val. If you're joining, minimum 24 hours. Make sure you have your notifications turned on, because I will be regularly coming on here to tell y'all I'm suffering, but I will also be posting on the community tab post. Oh, okay. 24-hour fast, water only. If you need it, black coffee and unsweet tea. If you need it, but preferably just 24 hours. So if you start at 9, you're done at 9 tomorrow. You're done at 9 tomorrow. That's it. Just a 24-hour fast. Are you on the East Coast, Val? Because it's not 7 on the West Coast yet. It was funny. It was funny. I'm trying to get my boyfriend to start Tirzepatide. He playing. He don't want to do no injections. I'm like, I'll do them for you. I'll be your nurse. Oh, okay. In here, should we stay and answer this, or should I just get out of here? Oh God, my eyes are starting to get blurry. Oh, I'm gonna need my light for this. You're new. Oh God, I can't see. KB87. Are you a doctor to give medical advice? What medical advice did I give? Let's start with that. And I'm gonna go get my charger for my light, because I felt like I didn't have time, but I can make time. I can make time. KB87. Are you a doctor to give medical advice? Let me know what medical advice I gave, and I'll be right back. I'm not leaving until I get an answer. What you mean? Lacking on what? Lacking on what? Sydney, if I could get a picture of his face when he got called into the office. If y'all haven't sniped already, don't do it. Don't block or time out KB87. Actually, let me make sure I go to my chat so that that doesn't happen, because I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. You talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Did y'all get him out of here already? What happened? I don't see the comment in the chat. Yes. Where is it? Why on YouTube I can't see the comment? Comment deleted. Okay. Did he get blocked? Did they get blocked? Let me see. Let me see. I've never had to unblock somebody, so I'm not sure where to check. Let me see. And if they did, it's okay. And it's okay. Okay. I wanted to know. What did I? Because I hate stupid people. I really do. Like, you're welcome to be stupid. You just don't be disrespectful. You're definitely welcome to be dumb. I could still see it on my StreamYard. That's what I was wondering. you got that comment fast as hell. Was that you? That comment was going fast as hell. Like, I went and got my charger for my light and everything. Like what you talking about? What are you talking about? How do I find hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. People and sharing contacts. Okay, he's not blocked. Or they are not blocked. That comment said bloop. Come back, KB87 or anybody else, because I want to. What medical advice did I give? I want to know. What medical advice did I give before I get pissed off. Let me share this since people want to act dumb. Let's share this.
It is officially time for Vanity's 24-hour fast that will be commencing tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Now, a couple of disclaimers. I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm especially not your doctor.
Okay. I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Okay, for anybody listening, because just because you get a comment deleted don't mean you can't still hear the stream. And you can get a comment deleted and still come back to comment. Like, you can still come back. I just checked my Google account. There's nobody blocked. So, what medical advice did I get? Saying join my fast if you want to.
Your doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm especially not your doctor.
Not your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your doctor. I'm not a doctor. For the uninitiated, for the slow people in the back, I'm not a doctor. I never said I was. And I never gave any medical advice. I'm sharing my weight loss journey, what I'm doing for me, in case anybody's wondering, because I still got the comment, even though they may not, like, y'all may not be able to see it on your end, but I can still see it. So if anybody comes in asking a question, you don't have to, you ain't got to delete it. Just you let me answer it. But if people come in, people have come in saying some wild stuff like about their body parts and stuff. Like if they come in here tripping, then yeah, get them. But what medical advice? I didn't give no medical advice. I'm on Zepbound. I didn't tell nobody to take Zepbound that ain't already taken it. I took Compound. I didn't tell nobody to take Compound. What I said was, if you're on Compound already, you might want to just find the extra money and get the real thing. But do what you got to do. That ain't medical advice. That's financial advice. I guess I shouldn't be doing that. But I mean, it's not even advice. It's just more of like my opinion, a recommendation. But it ain't advice. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. Close your mouth. Okay? That was charming. Charming sniped the hell out of that comment. And you know what? It's fine because Jen left. Jen is the only other person with a wrench. But yeah, Charming sniped the hell out of that comment. Like, boop! What you said? What you said? It's that thug life. It's that thug life. You can offend me. Just don't offend people in the chat. Like don't be disrespectful. But you can ask questions. You can offend me. Because I'm gonna address you. Like, don't be dumb. Don't come over here being stupid. Don't come over here being, are you not gonna give me? Like, I know stuff is like this, like stuff like this is gonna happen. That's why I tend to I don't even know how to do it before. Oh, I can do it right now. Hold on. That's why when I get a stream, like when I start a stream and I know I'm really not in the mood, there we go. Now we're on subscribers. We should be on subscribers only. Let me check. Typically, if I know I'm not in the mood before I start a stream, I will put it on subscribers only. But I'll put it on subscribers only. But I was like, nah, I ain't had nobody come in saying anything crazy in a long time, so it'll be fine. But it's fine. People can push back. People can question or whatever. People can do what they do. I just know if you say something dumb, I'm gonna call you dumb. Ain't no shame in my game. Yes, so it's on subscribers only now. They can subscribe and still comment. Like they can still click subscribe and comment if they want to. But now you're gonna give me something out of it. You're gonna hit the subscribe or you don't get to participate. Okay. So if anybody else is watching and you haven't subscribed just to support the channel. Click the link at the top of the comments to become a member. Please support the channel by becoming a member. I'm actually about to get out of here. It's been a long stream. It's going on 3 hours. I didn't get to address KB. I mean, I addressed it, but KB's gone. So KB probably blocked. For real. It probably was comment, delete, block, ban for life. Like another one out of the clouds. Is it Sharia or Sharia? Did I say it right the first way or the second way? So if it's Sharia, say 1. If it's Sharia, say 2. And you're very welcome. I'm glad I was able to keep you company. You're very welcome. Somebody told me I have a podcast voice. Do y'all think so? Like, would y'all listen to me talk without being able to see my face? I don't know if people would do that. I don't know if people would listen to that. I ain't no audiobook author. Okay, you don't have to be an audiobook author to have to do a podcast, but I've considered it. I just, in my mind, I don't know. Visuals with the voice. I don't know if the voice only thing would work for me. Oh, okay. Okay. I like Sharia. I like Sharia. Yes to the podcast voice. Don't make me do extra work. Don't make me do extra work. I mean, like podcasts, like Spotify, like no picture or video or anything, no visual, just voice. Because you can do a podcast with the video and all of that, but maybe down the line. Let me get my membership tiers with some content first, and then I can start a separate project. I don't want to overwhelm myself. That may be something I'm interested in. I ain't talking about nothing now, y'all. So if y'all want to leave, you can. I'm gonna get out of here. And like, I like whole numbers, so I'm gonna wait like another 6 minutes. Do y'all have any questions for me before I go? Right now, I'm on day 9 without my Zepbound, and I feel good. I scoffed down half a grilled cheese and half a protein shake before I started this stream, so I'm good. I'm not hungry. I should be drinking my water though. My lips are getting a little dry. And then I will be breaking my fast tomorrow with some Pedialyte. Maybe some chicken. Maybe some chicken. What's the plan after the fast? You are still a part of the 38-day challenge. I don't know what you think you're doing. No pizza, no fried food, no juice, no soda. Like, you're back from vacation. I don't know what you think this is. Like, my cousin was just asking me about this earlier. Like, yo, like, when your mans and them coming back from vacation? Because we still got this challenge for another week. Oh, you know what? Why not? We're already 3 hours in. Ain't nobody gonna watch this far into the video anyway. What do y'all think about 75 hard? I talked about this before in a video way back in like February or March. Me and my cousin are considering doing 75 hard, but the easier version, like 75 medium-ish, like 75 lukewarm. Do y'all know what 75 hard is? Do I need to show y'all real quick? Let me see. Let's see. Let me show y'all. This is what me and my cousin want to do, but I'm afraid of commitment. I'm afraid of commitment. Okay. Oh, chow. Where is the audio? Where is the sound? Am I bugging? Where is the... Oh, there it is.
Visual learner. So I feel like this is really going to be a game changer. These little post-it notes were actually really therapeutic to me.
I think I have...
They're not explaining what it is. Let's see.
Beef, bagels with cream strong. Let's get... I'm gonna wear this today. You guys, there's so many things that I want to get done. Look, I was scrapbooking till late.
People want to do all the extras, but don't nobody want to just explain it. Okay.
And I could tell from most people's mindset in the very beginning whether or not they'll finish the program or not, because there's two distinct people. There's the person who says, you know, I'm going to try 75 hard, but this is the same person that tried Weight Watchers and tried this.
Sir, I feel attacked. Don't do me. Don't do me.
And tried
Don't
that.
Talk about me
and
like
tried
that.
all these things, and none of the shit worked for him. All right. Then you got the other person that says, hey, I don't give a fuck if the world ends. I'm finishing those 75 days. Only one of those people finishes the 75 days.
Boy, you're not about to come for me like that, because I didn't even come for you. Like, I ain't do nothing to you to be acting like that.
Let's talk about the 75 hard challenge rules. There's only 5 rules to the 75 hard program. I'm going to go through each one briefly, give you my tips, tricks, and advice on how to get through them successfully, so it'll help you get the results that you're wanting out of the 75 hard program. I finished my program back in January. I learned a lot through experience and a lot more through mistakes. So hopefully what I learned will help you in your 75 hard challenge journey. As usual, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even subscribe. I do these types of videos and other health and fitness videos several times a week. So now let's just get started on the 75 hard rule. Rule number 1 is to follow a healthy diet. They don't actually tell you what to follow. They kind of leave that in your lap. It's one of the few rules of 75 hard that lets you sort of pick how you want to do it. So what I did is I just went with anything that was 90% health food or whole food. So it had to be like a meat, a veggie, or a fruit. I couldn't do anything like cheeses or breads or anything like that. I could do potatoes if I wanted to. Basically, something.
Boy, you could do potatoes, but not cheese. So the first objective of 75 hard, and mind you, it's not a weight loss challenge. It is a what do they call it? It is I forget what they call it, but it's supposed to help you be. It's a mental fitness challenge. It's supposed to help you with consistency. It's supposed to be hard so that you can commit to doing hard shit. That's what it's. Now, can you lose weight? Yes, because you're supposed to pick a healthy diet. But it doesn't matter what the diet is as long as it's not like the standard American diet, but pick something that works for you. So you get to choose your own diet.
Thing that comes from the ground or eats from the ground, I was able to do that. The one thing that they do restrict 100% is alcohol. There is no option for
There
alcohol.
you go,
so you can't say,
Charming.
well, I want my diet to include some alcohol. Alcohol is not allowed at all in the program. But as far as a diet goes, pick something that works for you, that you think that you can commit to and stay successful on. Like I said, for me, I didn't count calories, which is something I normally do. I just said, look, if it's a 90% based whole food, I'll do it. Like, so if I could do a salad, throw a little bit of dressing on it, not very much, and it was pretty close to that 90% for me. So that's what I did. So pick something that you think is going to be doable by you day 1 all the way to day 75. Pick foods that you like. You don't have to get too crazy on the type of diet. Just pick one and stick to it. Okay, so the next rule is the 1 gallon of water per day, as long as we're talking about the stuff that we're putting in.
I live in the bathroom. There's no way I'm drinking a gallon of water a day. It's not happening. It's not happening. I will be in the bathroom every 5 minutes. My bladder is not built like that. It's not built like that at all.
To our bodies. So the way that I approach the 1 gallon a day is I didn't want to measure 1 jug, fill it up once per day, and you are set for the entire day. Something to keep in mind here with the water is there is some debate like that. But here is what I would recommend on that outside.
He doing too much explaining for me. So let me just explain to y'all what it is. Because I thought I was going to be able to find somebody that can just break it down really easily, but they doing too much explaining. Okay, so with 75 hard, you have several objectives that you have to meet every single day for 75 days straight with no exceptions, no mess ups. If you mess up, you have to start over. It doesn't matter how small the mess up is. If you forget something, you have to start over for 75 days. And it's supposed to be a mental toughness challenge. One of the objectives is to pick a diet, any diet, and stick to it with no alteration and no cheating. So Jen would not like this because you cannot. There are no cheat days. Whatever diet you pick is the diet you stick to for 75 days. You have to drink a gallon of water every single day, no exceptions. My bladder ain't set up like that. My kidneys ain't set up like that. You have to read 10 pages of a book, any book. It just has to be an information, like it has to be informative. It can't be like nonfiction or something like that. 10 pages of a book, audio book doesn't count. Have to read 10 pages every single day. You have to take a progress photo every single day. If you miss one day, you have to start the entire challenge over from day 1. You have to work out twice a day. I think there's a time limit on the workouts. I think it's not limit, but there's a minimum. I think it's about 45 minutes per workout. They do not, this is where a lot of people mess up. They do not have to be strenuous workouts, right? You can pace yourself. One can be strength training and the other can be yoga, or one can be walking and the other can be stretching. The caveat is at least one of the workouts has to be outside. Working out twice a day, one of them being outside, that's rough. Now that I walk dogs, now that I house sit and I got to be outside anyway with the dogs, that might not be as hard. But man, do you know how good you have to be with your time management to fit in 2 exercises for a day? And reading 10 pages of a book and making sure you drink a gallon of water. It's a lot. It's a lot. And you can't drink alcohol on 75 hard. So that's pretty much what it is. Let me see if I missed anything. And the objectives themselves aren't extremely hard. It's the having to do it every day. It's the consistency that gets really fucking hard. I would imagine. It's not like I've done it, but let's see. Drink a gallon of water, 10 pages of a book, progress photos, work out twice a day. Yeah, 0 cheat meals. Yep, that's it. That's it. Seems pretty easy. It seems pretty easy, but I'm afraid of commitment, y'all. I got issues. I'm afraid of commitment. I don't want them problems. I don't want them 75 hard problems. But, somebody altered it to like a 75 medium and a 75 soft, where like you can read 10 pages of a book, or you can do an audio book, or you do 1 workout per day instead of 2. You drink 3/4 or half a gallon of water instead of a full gallon. So the medium one, me and my, like the light version, me and my cousin are considering doing. But goddamn, bro, Can't do all that water or working out twice a day. I work out 4 to 5 days a week. That's enough for me. Yeah, it's rough. That's a lot. That's a big ask. Are you snoring? I don't know what you're doing. All right. So thought I was gonna have to address that person, but they're gone. So I feel wait, we didn't agree to do this. That's hard. That's a lot of work. Oh, so to answer your question about what's after the fast, we're still doing the 30-day challenge. So tag back into that. Cut the pizza out because I know you was eating pizza in Florida. Cut it out. Cut the fried food. Cut the sugary drinks. And what was you? Ice cream. You're not supposed to be eating ice cream. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Whatever. It has to be after my trip too, because I don't want to start before August. Like, there's no way I'm doing a 75 hard in Europe and I can't have ice cream or potatoes. You got me effed up. I'm not doing that. All right. Thank you to everybody that participated and commented. I'm actually pretty tired. Like I said earlier, I'm pretty sleep deprived. So I'm gonna go walk the dog, spend some time outside with him, and then I'm gonna turn in early. I'm gonna go to sleep. I ain't got nothing else to do. If I come on here crying, y'all know the fasting is starting to kick in. And yes. Okay, so Sydney, set your notifications to all. I'm going to post my thumbnail probably an hour before I go, unless I go really live really early. Like if I go live 10, 11 a.m., then it's hard for me to like give heads up because it's usually like spur of the moment. But if it's the afternoon or the evening, yes. But either way, I'm going live at least once tomorrow. I can't tell you what I'm gonna talk about other than the fact that I'm ready to eat. I have not taken my Zepbound. This is risky business. I can't tell you what I'm gonna be talking about, but yes, I will be live tomorrow. I'm gonna try not to to go live 3 times for 20 minutes apiece. I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna try to actually just do what I did today, which is go live for however long people want to talk for. Listen. Are you making? Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought you was making fun of the way I said great. I'm like, did I say it wrong? You spelled okay. Typo. Okay. All right. So everybody set your notifications. Well, I will be back tomorrow. Set your notifications. I will be back tomorrow. And if I get enough sleep, which I shouldn't be doing anything but sleeping. If you did not watch this video, the one that I shared, if you did not watch this video, what are you doing? Like, what are you even like? Why are you even playing with me like this? Like, why? If you didn't watch this video, okay, about the parameters of the fast, I should have, if I was a good content creator, Charming, I would have referred you to this video when you asked what the rules are. I forgot about my own video. You go watch this video. It's only like 5 minutes long and it covers everything that you need to know for the fast. There was a reason I was saying that though. I forgot what it was because I'm tired. Okay, never mind. I forgot. But yeah, go watch that. Go take care of that. Go watch that video. And yes, I will be live tomorrow. I will be live. All right. So I'm gonna head out of here. Thank y'all all for joining. Thank you, moderator, for sniping. Don't be so fast. All right. Let them fight a little bit. Let them get in the ring a little bit. But if they start talking about body parts and stuff, like people was in here, like my cousin and I started dating my cousin's boyfriend, and like somebody said something like I was dating my cousin's boyfriend, and then their sister decided to marry my brother. Like it was something like somebody said something crazy, like, and then their cousin's boyfriend that they were dating ended up in a coma. It was something like it was a hot mess, and I was just like, and it was in one of my early lives too. I was just like, I'm getting trolls already. Yeah, let them fight a little bit. Let them duke it out in the ring because that's good entertainment value. All right. I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, this is why I was talking about the video. The plan is to do nothing while you fast. Like if you need to clean up around the house and stuff, okay. But the plan is to rest. Kick your kids out if you got to. Kick your man out, kick your girl out, kick your parents out, and kick the pets out. Kick everybody out the house and rest. And if you can't kick them out because I'm being ridiculous, rest anyway. Like the objective is not to be fast and then go lift weights at the gym. Okay. No exercise unless you're just going to walk or stretch or something like that. Chill out on the exercise. relax. I'm gonna go walk this dog and I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna go relax. And then when it starts kicking in, when the struggle starts kicking in, it could be 2:00 in the morning here. I will come on here like, ain't gonna have no light. Hold on. I ain't gonna have no light. Hold on. I'm gonna be like, y'all. Wait, hold on. I need my blanket. I need my blanket. Hold on. I'm gonna be like, I can't. I'm hungry. It's only been 14 hours and I don't have my Zepbound. That's gonna be me. Because I chose to go 10 days without Zepbound and then fast. I'm gonna be on here. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna know what to do. Like, I might still be in the bed. I ain't gonna even make it to the desk. I'm gonna just go live from the phone, like, y'all, I can't get up and the dog wants to go out. Yes. And if I come on here asking, can I quit? I expect a resounding no. Everybody, say it with me now. No, you can't quit. I haven't done a 24-hour fast in like a year. 24 hours, it should not be this hard. It should not be this hard. But I start getting hungry at 16 hours. So that 8 hours is going to be rough. That 8 hours is going to be real. Oh, and I mean, this wasn't about losing weight, but just in case, go ahead and do your little weigh-ins. Go ahead and do a weigh-in. Just do it. You don't have to share it if you don't want to, but go ahead and do a weigh-in. Go ahead and do a weigh-in. Good night, Journey. I promise I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. All right. It's been real. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the video, become a member. I will see you all in the morning or in the afternoon tomorrow. I don't know. Session notifications. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.